Oh, Snikes. What is going on today? All the badasses are watching and badasses are attending right now. That's right. In the chat, we have the 5 deadly venoms. That's right, son. We got Asian movie enthusiasts in the house. Poo-poo head. That's right. In the house as well. Master Chaos. That's right. How you doing, my brother?
Hey.
And Rob from Entertainment Talk Nation hanging out today on the channel. And the Movie Dojo episode, we're getting ready to talk about Karate Kid, the 2010 version.
Yeah.
And before we get into it, let me get the banners up here so that chat who's arriving right now knows what movie we're talking about. All right. Boom. Booyakasha. All right. Shablam. There it is. All right. Get it going here. And let's see who's here already. Already got 16 people here. That's what I'm talking about. Stephen Miller. Put him in a body bag. Yeah. That's
Damn.
right.
Steve, you haven't even been showing up to my streams on time. What the hell's going on?
Uh-oh. He's in trouble. All right. Omegon says, what's up? Goji in the house says, what's up? Michael Gonzalez says, it's the Avengers.
Is that Acne? No, it's it is Acne. Okay. Acne Goji. What's up? Come on, you know I'm not going to let that go.
That's why I call him Goji from now on. I don't want to fuck that up. I keep fucking him up and calling him that. Severia in the house. Avengers assemble. That's right. Stephen Miller, body bag. John Martinez, what's going on? That's right. You got the whole Avengers here. Rhett Haynes in the house. Norzoth, what is crack-a-lackin'? Jonathan Hankey. That's right. The last Voorhees child. What's going on? Michael Coffey, what's going on, brother? Already here. Thank you for the donation. Thank you for the fat bucks. Appreciate it. He says, the movie is better than I thought. It would be a C+ overall. It got the heart and spirit of Eastern Kung Fu and the touching scene of the car fix scene. It was, other than that, it was meh. But it looks like he did like it, though. He gave it a C+, which is, we'll get to it when we get to it here. Sherry, what's going on? Captain Casey Stewart, he is here for Rob, Entertainment Talk Nation crew showing up. Before we get into it, though, Brendan, how you doing? How's everybody doing here today? Good?
We're doing good, man. We're all just chilling. I'm sitting on top of Master Chaos's head right now.
The good old tea bag.
Of course.
That's why he cut his hair and freed up his forehead.
There you go. and your name is Poo Poo Head, so you got double damage here. You can just kind of squat and not only just tea bag, just drop a loaf.
Yeah.
But okay. If he's into
there you
that.
go.
I'm
there
not.
You
I'm not at all.
Let me play around here and see what happens here.
We also got guys. We also got CSR Collectibles in here. One of the most badass autograph companies out there right now in the chat right here. What's up, CSR Collectibles?
What's going on? Welcome.
Hey, Javier, what's up, man? Good to see you.
I'm gonna remove that banner so that way we're a little bit larger. Everybody should know what we're talking about.
Okay,
that way
good. I could use the exercise.
Master Chaos.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, brother? What you been up to? How you been?
Oh man, I'm doing fine, man. I'm enjoying a nice White Russian with my Chinese lantern swizzle stick here, and I'm excited to talk about this movie, man. I really am. I know you've been hesitant for a while to watch it, so I'm very, very stoked for tonight's conversation. Right out of the gate, I'm a big champion for this movie. I'm probably gonna be the movie's biggest cheerleader. So I just want to get that on the record before we head into it officially.
Are you?
Just want to let you guys know. You guys better be on your P's and Q's because a certain person may just be watching this live stream right now. The Karate Kid himself may just be watching this live stream right now.
What the hell is that?
Oh shit!
I was gonna say, who is that?
That's Jaden Smith, son.
Oh, that's Jaden Smith.
Oh, look at that.
I thought that was fucking Dalsim from.
No.
Y'all got flames.
That's Jaden Smith, man. I was in Hollywood once, just walking around, and they had a premiere for one of Will Smith's movies.
Yes.
And then like I was walking by, and then like they started setting up. I'm like, I'll sit here for a few minutes, and then he come popping out of his car. I'm like, all right.
Nice.
Michael
Cool.
Coffey, to answer your question, I've got whole milk, Kahlua, and a little Crystal Head vodka. This is not product placement. I just really love this shit. And look at this. I don't know if you can really see it. It's signed by Dan Aykroyd, bro.
Nice.
Oh wow, that's cool. Actually, I do see it. Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, so that's what I'm having, Michael.
Also, again, I love the hair, Master Chaos.
Thank you.
It's slamming. It is slamming.
I
Rob,
thought I would do it in honor of probably one of the greatest kung fu films ever made. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. We'll get into it.
Rob, how are you been, brother?
I've been good. Busy. Had a lot of fun today. I had to reinstall Windows on my computer, so that took about 36 hours. I've been at it since yesterday, so you know how that goes. Nah, everything's been good, man. It's like I said, it's been super busy with the channel. But it's good busy. I like it.
I'm loving that background now, man. I love it.
Yeah, it's still a little barren, but we're and I made a new addition, very important, because I know we share chats. So I don't know if you've been around, but I always encourage my viewers to make sure before they enter a live stream to eat your Wheaties, because sometimes these people say the dumbest shit in chat and I can't tolerate it anymore. So have your Wheaties before you enter chat.
Have your brain food.
Good advice.
Eric, how you been, brother?
Doing pretty good. We got a lot of one-liners tonight already. We got some battle lines being drawn. I'm ready for this.
All right. I was gonna say, Chaos, you're really stoked, but I was gonna say, are you really stoked or are you nervous of what we might have to say?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Are you ready? You're prepared.
Well, opinions are opinions, man. If you didn't like it, it's cool. I mean, I there's a lot of reasons I enjoy this movie, and we'll get into it. But whatever,
Okay.
we're still pals.
All right, cool.
Except for Poo Poo Head, I don't like him.
I don't like Master Chaos either. Like, me and his wife sit on the couch and like look at all the movies he's bought and stuff.
Yeah,
She's looking at him like, what is all this?
at least I have a wife. Oh,
I wonder how much she paid for it. Okay.
all right. No, I love you, Brendan.
Haymakers getting thrown.
I know, right? It's fun. All right, so to set the scene before we get into what we liked and what we didn't like and give our verdict at the end of The Karate Kid 2010. That's right. Just to set the scene, put it in context, add a little bit of drama. So it was supposed to be three of us. Retro Leo couldn't make it. Boo! Everybody boo.
Boo.
Yeah. He's
Put him
fired.
in a body bag. Yeah.
Hey, Leo, Rob took this personally, man.
Yep. And I'm gonna get him a body bag.
Yeah. We have our Karate Kid Cobra Kai journey has been us three this whole time, and you couldn't make it. I get it. Stuff happens. It's all good. It's all good. You're still banished from the dojo, though. Well, anyway, so to set the scene, it was supposed to be three of us tonight who enjoyed the movie. So we got two that had seen the movie and really enjoyed it. What's going on, Omni Blast? And then we have three of us for the first time. We have avoided this movie for years, but for the first time ever, we just recently watched it. All right, so we're going to get into it. This is going to be very interesting. So before we get into it, Eric, what was your reasons of why you avoided this movie since 2010?
Well, I was actually kind of keeping up with some of the remakes that have been going on for the older classics, and then it reached a point where it was just like I don't know, I was gassing out on them, and I needed a break from keeping up with them. And then also, it seemed on the surface to just be kind of like a vanity project for Will Smith's family, so that kind of put me off. And then Jackie Chan, even at this point, his films were getting kind of dodgy at times, So I was he himself was not enough of a reason for me just to watch it, and then
hey, are you telling me you don't like The Spy Next Door?
well, hey,
That's a fucking good movie, man.
That's a classic.
Miley Cyrus is in that.
Classic.
So yeah, those were my reasons basically.
Okay, no, those are legit, Rob.
Initially, I just had zero interest in watching a remake of a movie that I adore, but I was saying to myself, I should at least try and give it a chance at some point. And then as time progressed, it became more. I don't like Jaden Smith. I have zero interest in this movie now. So like it kind of evolved. I've had evolving reasons why not to watch it. So the most recent reason is Jaden Smith.
Yeah. It's like over time, the older he got, the more unlikable he became.
What a fucktard he is, huh?
Yeah,
I want to divorce my parents. Who has that kind of luxury? You know what I mean? Like seriously.
You mean you didn't like his rap song where he was like in the chorus he was like Batman, 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 Batman. You didn't like that?
Fact that I didn't even know he had a rap song until you said that. Now I'm gonna like vomit in my shorts. Like seriously.
But come on, he's an icon. He's an icon living.
He's an icon. Even his father's starting to annoy me. And I used to love Will Smith. Even his father's starting to annoy me.
Yeah. No, I get it. These are all legit reasons. Mine is a little bit similar to both, actually. But, you know, I just remember watching the trailer, and I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me. They're remaking Karate Kid. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here with that. And then I remember watching the trailer, and I saw the put down the fucking coat and put the coat back up. I said, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Put the coat on, take it off. What the? Get out of here. Right? And I just had no interest. I was like, no, Hollywood. No. So that was my reason. I just did not give a shit until recently because Master Chaos, he put the Jedi mind trick on me. It says, you were going to watch the movie. You know, so we watched it. We are here. We are here now. Phat Samurai Guy, Eric, Rob just checked it out last night. We're going to get into it, and then we'll give our verdict at the end. For Karate Kid 2010, I will swing. Let's swing it around to Brendan, and then we'll go in a circle. I'll go last.
No circle.
We'll go to Brendan, Master, Rob, Eric. There you go. So, Brendan, thoughts on the movie, my friend? What'd you like about it? What you didn't like about it?
The thing I liked about it the most was that they had Jackie Chan and the Miyagi character. That's what sold me to begin with. One, I've always been the biggest Jackie Chan mark since I saw this. The first movie I ever saw him in which was Rumble in the Bronx, and I was like, "Fuck, he's playing Miyagi. I'm gonna watch this shit." You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I wasn't rushing to the theater for Jaden Smith or anything either. You know what I'm saying? It was all pretty much Jackie Chan and going, "Oh, fuck it, okay, it's Karate Kid." Whatever, but Jackie Chan's in it. Fuck it, let's go. That was the main reason why I wanted to go see it, and that's still the main reason why I like the movie.
Copy that. Was there any things you didn't like about it? Despite the title,
I didn't really care. I didn't really care much for the bad, you know, the bad guy, the little kid in the movie, the little badass kid.
Yeah.
Dope. But his master, I didn't really care for. They didn't really do much with him.
Yeah, it's a shame too because Eric will get into who that is.
I mean he's all right, but he didn't. There's not really much.
They didn't really give him. He was like a generic stock villain, right?
Yeah, and I didn't like how they had Taraji P Henson in there playing his mom.
Yeah,
I kind of thought she was cool. She was all right in there.
Oh, you did like it.
I like her. Yes, I thought she was cool.
Okay. That was it though.
What do you mean?
You're okay? You were okay with the title being Karate Kid, even though it should be the Kung Fu Kid.
It could have been. Yeah, they could have titled it something else, but not really. Especially with some of the stuff that they were doing in it. You know what I mean? Like trying to making him as a maintenance man in the building. You know, and then doing all that other kind of stuff with picking up the jacket. I mean, that's fine. I like that stuff. Yeah. But it's just kind of like with all that kind of stuff that they had to, might as well call it the Karate Kid if that's what they're going to do. And having the the kid move was it from Detroit to China and shit or whatever it was.
Like I was thinking like I think I would have respected the movie a little bit more if the movie in the credits, the opening credits, it said it was inspired by the Karate Kid, but it was called the Kung Fu Kid. I think that would have been better. I think that would have fit better because anything could be inspired by something. And chat, if you're wondering why we're not really going to the plot synopsis that much, it's because if you've seen the first Karate Kid, you already seen this movie. It's basically the same beats, everything happens, except you don't have "You're the Best Around" at the end. Okay,
which sucks.
However, doesn't make it a bad movie. That's what we're getting to, right? So
Yeah.
we'll swing it down perfectly to segue right into Master Chaos. Go ahead, sir. What did you like about the movie? What you didn't like?
Well, first of all, I saw it in theaters. Yeah, Jackie was a big part of the reason that I was interested in checking the movie out. And I think going into it, I didn't know what to expect. As a filmmaker, what is that? Is somebody's house on fire?
You got smoke alarm, bro?
They're
that
cooking
your-
something down there. Yeah, they always.
You need to evacuate?
Yeah, if I'm gonna, I'll go down with the ship.
You need me to remove you from the stream? What are we going here? Go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, I'm not a big fan of remakes, but there are some that are considered even better than the original. Obviously, John Carpenter's The Thing, by the best example. Karate Kid going in and okay, well they're doing the urban thing. Okay, so now he's a black kid, and I was like, okay, let's see what they do with this. It's fine. I see that they're trying to change it up. They tried that with the next Karate Kid and all that stuff, but almost instantly, from a filmmaker standpoint, from a writer standpoint, I'm like, they're doing something very different with this movie. There's a term in screenwriting called "save the cat." Every movie does it. Where the number one thing you want to do is you want the audience to identify with your main character. The original Karate Kid, oh, he moves to California. Oh, poor boy. He's moving to California. Not a big deal, but I get it. He's changing schools and stuff like that. Get it. In this movie, he's leaving his friends and family behind. He's going to fucking China. I think anybody would be like, holy shit, that is a giant culture shock and something that completely puts you on a whole different footing. And so right in the beginning, I thought, okay, that's really good. What was that?
Mute my audio if you can.
All right, I'm here.
I'm gonna go tell them to stop cooking. Anyway, so then, okay, so right from the beginning, I was like, okay, that's really smart. We're remaking the story, and yeah, it should be called the Kung Fu Kid. And the reason it wasn't is because studio interference. Nobody knows Kung Fu Kid. Everybody knows Karate Kid. We're calling it Karate Kid. You just have to make peace with the fact that that's how studios think. It didn't bother me. But you put this kid in China, and yeah, it is essentially Karate Kid. He gets bullied. He meets this kind of like downtrodden dude who all of a sudden is like a super Kung Fu master. But the difference, when I walked away from this movie, the difference that I got was this was a fully realized movie. Not only was it a bigger movie, a more beautiful movie, a more epic looking movie, but it wasn't just, hey, this doofus Italian kid, who likes this blonde girl is gonna learn kung fu to impress her. And I love the original Karate Kid. I'm just talking in broad strokes.
Right.
It was about this boy who had his life was transplanted. His life has changed, and instead of doing it to just defeat the bullies, he had come out of it changed. He was a different person by the end of it. It wasn't that, oh, now I know karate and I'm cool. It was he had changed. He had learned to adapt. He had learned to grow. And that's something that the original Karate Kid doesn't really focus on. It's mostly him hanging on. There's not even that much training in the original Karate Kid. In this movie, it's a love letter to Kung Fu. It is a love letter to China because it was a co-production. Yeah. But it's a love letter to Kung Fu. It's a love letter to martial arts. It's a love letter to the spiritual side of martial arts. And I really, as a martial artist, I really love that. I took that, in my heart. I'm like, man, I feel this movie more than I did the original Karate Kid because I feel this movie understands that, like Jackie says, Kung Fu lives in everything. Right. The pick up your jacket thing, Jackie designed that. That wasn't one of the writers coming up with that. Jackie designed it. Like, okay, this is the thing we could do. We can incorporate the moves. And I love that it gives you sort of not only a broad strokes look at China and the culture and Kung Fu, but the character, the Daniel-san and Andre in this one, he comes out changed. And to me, he becomes a richer character. That's really my first impression of the movie. That it blew my mind how much effort they put into not just replicating Karate Kid. That's what I really like about it.
That's what the take you got from it.
Yeah,
and I knew you would. I wouldn't be surprised if again you liked it a little bit more. Is because you taken Kung Fu yourself.
Yeah.
But you're like, I got to be a little bit biased here, right?
I mean, no, absolutely. And then, like, when Karate Kid came out, that's what sort of inspired me. Like, oh, I want to take karate classes, And but
Yeah.
it's a very different mood when you have California strip mall dojos compared to the ancient. This is where fucking kung fu was born, And I don't know. I feel like it's almost more genuine that it comes from that point of view than it comes from strip mall dojo. And and my Miyagi was not the strip mall dojo sensei, but the milieu that the original Karate Kid existed was a strip mall cookie cutter karate, which we saw a lot in that era, in the 80s and the 90s, that kind of stuff. So I prefer the kung fu, the essential martial art.
Yeah, copy that. Was there anything you didn't like about the movie?
Well, it's a little long. I say it's probably longer than it needs to be, and it's almost 3 hours.
Okay.
I would have cut it down a little bit. I think that's the biggest issue. It's a little long, but I do like that length was for, character development and showing us Japan or China. We've never fucking been. I want to see that place with the stairs. I want to see the Dragon Well. So cool, man. Yeah, he's gonna kick the Great Wall. Fuck yeah, I want to see him do that. That's awesome. Yeah. So I was okay with it, but it should have been shorter.
Yeah, you had some people in comments there agreeing with you as well. They agree with you. Before we go to Rob, I'm gonna do a little snake style back up to Eric. Give your thoughts, and then we'll get to Rob.
Wow.
What would you like to be honest, my friend? We are here for honesty. Do it. All
right, positives first. I liked the opening third of the film the most, actually. I actually thought it opened pretty strong. It sets up the story pretty well. You get the idea that this guy, you understand what our little protagonist is dealing with here in his new environment. I actually like some of the self-depreciating humor, like when he lost to the old dude in ping pong, and when his basketball game was terrible. It gave you impression he's just an average kid. You know what I mean? So I actually like that quite a bit.
Yeah.
Jaden Smith did a pretty good job, I thought. I mean, he's definitely better than I thought he would be going into it. I think maybe he jokes around maybe a little bit too much. Everything is like a quip, but he's definitely better than I thought he would be in this.
Yeah.
Setting the film in China, probably a good choice. Because, like you said, Samurai Guy, all of the main plot beats are an exact replica of the 84 film.
Pretty much, yeah.
So setting it up in China gives it a little bit of flair.
Yeah.
And the Chinese title of the film is actually The Kung Fu Dream. And when it was released in China, they released it as that.
Oh.
That's the official Chinese title.
Interesting.
And then the fight involving Jackie Chan and the kids, I like the choreography there. It's definitely kind of an upgrade over the Miyagi fight in the original.
Right.
Yeah.
I think the film has its heart in the right place, even though it's a remake and a project to propel Will Smith's son. I do think it has some heart to it. I didn't feel like it was just like a cynical cash grab.
Right.
And then, I like some of the little Easter eggs, like when Jackie Chan swats the fly instead of like trying to get it with his chopstick.
Yeah.
And then I have heard some critics had a problem with the age of these characters, which I didn't have a problem with. They were like, the romance angle was awkward because they're too young. I'm like, really? Like, guys weren't thinking about girls when they're like 12, 13 years old? Like, I don't know. I didn't understand
it. It was just a kiss.
Yeah, it's like, so I had no problem with it. Yeah. So now in terms of the stuff that I think are, criticism points here, the runtime, it's too long. And I felt it most in the middle section of the film. You have the strong front third, and then it starts to lag a bit in the middle, I thought. There are certain things I think they kind of were a little bit too repetitive, like the whole coat hanging thing. I think they went to that well a few too many times. The villains are probably my biggest problem with this, actually. Like when you think of the kid villains in the original, they're douchebags, but they're amusing douchebag. Like I almost like enjoyed watching them harass Daniel to a certain extent. It's entertaining. Whereas these kids are just kind of like stock, like evil kids. I got the impression from. And the main actor who played the Kreese role is a guy by the name of Yu Rong Wong, who was in movies like Iron Monkey and Musa the Warrior, and I didn't even know he was in this. So when I saw him, I'm like, oh damn, he's playing Kreese, and he's
Iron Monkey.
Do anything with him.
Yeah.
So that kind of bothered me a little bit.
Sorry to interrupt, Eric. I don't know if you have the Blu-ray or not, but there's an alternate ending where Jackie and him fight at the end of the movie. Okay. And it's like a good 4-minute battle like at the tournament where he's gonna slap the Chinese Johnny Lawrence, and Jackie stops him, and they have a massive fight. It's kind of a shame that they cut it, but it's there at one point.
Yeah, I got a GIF of it. I'll show it. I'll put it up later. But yeah, go ahead, Eric. Was there anything else?
Also, the general consensus online is that the fighting is better than the remake, but I'm not sure it's that easy of a decision. And I say that because during the Jackie Chan scene is better than the Miyagi scene, right, against the kids. Yeah. But the tournament scene, I did feel like some of like the quick cut editing and the shaky cam distracted me a little bit too much. I actually prefer the simplicity of the original, where it's just wide shots, where the actors are going to look slower, but I just liked it a little better the way that it was filmed.
That was bugging me a little bit, but when it's my turn, I'll get into it. Rob, take it away, my friend.
Well,
likes and dislikes.
Likes. Well, I want to talk about, at least start off by talking about one specific scene I really enjoyed, and that is when the credits rolled. That was just fantastic. I got up and I started clapping and cheering. I thought it was Oscar worthy. No, I'll stop. No, in all sincerity, I was pleasantly surprised. I enjoyed it. I thought it was actually very good.
Great.
It was actually very good. What I liked about the movie, I'm going to agree with a lot of what Asian said, Asian movie enthusiasts. Very strong beginning. I think it is more impactful, the idea of going to a different country than it is to a different state. I mean, I just moved. My kids are taking it in stride. So it's kind of like, now that I think about it, Daniel was kind of a pussy in that aspect. You know what I mean? Like, you got to another state, it's not a big deal. Just, build a bridge and get over it. Going to China and being 12 years old, you got, new school, you're just kind of going into puberty. So, you know what I mean? And you got the girls, and you can't talk a different language. And so I thought that was a good opening. The other things I liked about it, I did like the martial arts, obviously a lot better. Now, granted, we're talking so many years later, things have gotten better. There are more choreographers out there, but presentation is everything, right? So in that aspect, it looks very, very good. In fact, I thought the tournament portion of this movie was actually lacking compared to the original, because I kind of felt like the martial arts was strong until we got to the tournament. I kind of felt like,
I agree.
Like, I was seeing things that Dre was doing in training, and I'm like, man, this guy's going to be excellent. And then in the tournament, I kind of felt like, did he forget what he was doing before? I mean, this guy was running across the Great China Wall, and he was mimicking the Cobra move, and I felt like he was doing bigger things in his training than he actually pulled off in the tournament. So I thought the tournament was very weak in that aspect, but. Jackie Chan, I've always loved Jackie Chan. What I will say that surprised me in this movie was there was a scene where I was like very impressed with how emotionally gripping it was. I mean, that's the car scene with Dre. And I'm looking, and I've never seen, and maybe I have to go back and look at some more Jackie Chan movies, but I've never seen that strong of an acting performance by him in any particular scene prior to that. And I was thoroughly impressed. I mean, he actually got the tears out, and I was feeling it, especially when you consider that you just found out right there what happened to his family. You didn't know anything about that prior, so there was no kind of build up to that. You just got it right there. And most times when that happens in a movie, it's kind of hard to feel connected, but he did such a good job showing you just how much it affects the character that you were like, damn, and I do feel like that particular scene, this is actually my favorite scene in the movie, with him and Dre, and going through the whole, him going through that, wrecking the car and crying and reflecting on his family. I thought that was actually stronger of an emotional connection between the two characters than when Miyagi was drunk with Daniel. Like, that was a strong scene too. But what made this one stronger is they extended it. It's not like Dre left him there and, sleeping and kind of put him to bed or anything and walked away. He actually took him. He actually became his teacher.
Yeah.
for that moment. Yeah. And that scene was very beautiful after that when they're training. You know, they go from being. I was sitting there like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm like enjoying this shit right now like crazy. This is a very good scene. I am so impressed. Things I didn't like, I actually thought Jaden Smith's performance was inconsistent. There were times that I thought he did very well. The fact that he was able to cry at scenes and stuff like that, but there were times where he was a little bland. More towards the ending, one particular scene I remember was when he's laying there after he gets the leg scene, like we had in the Karate Kid, where he gets his leg bruised and he's trying to convince Han to fix him. And there's a slight pause, and then he's looking to the left, then he looks to the right, and then he says, "Come on, please." And I was like, you just said that like, you know, you're desperate to go out there. It was very dry. So there were a lot of things like that he was doing. Jackie Chan, I thought was great. What's her name again? Taraji. I love her. I've always loved her as an actress. So first time I saw her on screen, well, not on screen, but on a TV show, was Person of Interest. And I loved that show, and I thought she was great on that show. So I've always liked her as an actress. I always thought she's been well, but yeah, the movie's definitely too long. It is absolutely too long. And I agree that scene with the jacket goes way too much. In fact, that scene with the jacket training, that proves its point within like the first 5 minutes, you know, because he's teaching him discipline. He's teaching him respect. He's teaching him a multitude of lessons just in that little training alone. And you kind of get that right away, but they go to it like 4 or 5 times after that. And it's like, okay, we get it. You know, this is going to lead to other than discipline, this is going to lead to a series of moves. We know where this goes. This is the new wax on, wax off. And that's exactly what it was. So if you know, I just kind of feel, you know, your audience is going to know that, you know, that they're going to get it. Don't overdo it, because there were so many good things after that kind of takes you out of it. But yeah, man, I was surprised. I did enjoy it. It was really good.
Look at that. Look at that. Eric, are you giving it your thumbs up, or you want to wait till we get to the verdict at the end? Eric,
we'll do
wait till the end. Okay,
yeah, we'll wait till the end.
He's gonna keep me in suspense. Damn it!
Leave some suspense here. All right, but look at that. Rob loves it. Look at that, Master Chaos and Brennan. Rob is down. All right.
You know what before we get to you,
Sure.
Samurai Guy.
Sure.
One of the things that I wish they did in this movie,
Okay.
you know how the jacket thing, like we kept talking about, right?
Yeah.
They should have done 1 or 2 other kind of things like that to teach them other kind of things.
Yeah.
Instead of going back to that jacket as many times as you know,
Right.
we got talking about, maybe like 1 or 2, maybe even just one more different thing to teach them how to do something else, like that random ass kick that he did at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. That's a great point, because we had the paint the fence, then we had to sand the floor, and then we had what was the other one? There was one more. I forgot
Wax
the other
on,
one.
wax off. How could you forget?
Yeah, wax on, wax off.
Yeah,
It's been a long day. Wax on, wax off. But yeah, that's a good point, Brendan. They could have at least 2 more lessons doing something, learning the technique. That would have been fun.
Yeah.
Like cut half of the jacket scene out.
Yeah.
Like introduce the jacket, like Rob said, and then cut the rest of the jacket out, and then put in the other 2 of new lessons. Yeah, that would have worked.
Yeah.
All right. That definitely would have worked. All right.
And I just want to add one last thing.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
The little girl who played his love interest, very adorable. She was so adorable. She was very charming. And I just want to say the dance scene, the dance go scene, when she got up there and she started pulling on the moves, I was like, oh shit, look at this little girl with the American moves and all that. And even Jaden, like his character was like in shock. It was really cute, really cute.
One thing I will say, Brendan brought it up that I didn't like about the movie was the final move that Dre pulls off, that weird backflip kick. No way is the snake move turned into that. I didn't buy that. I didn't get how the hell he learned to do that. So yes, I would say point towards the original for the better finishing move, even though a front kick is not really that much of a finishing move. But this whole back flipping thing was a little much. I think they tried to take a page out of recent martial arts movie and put them on wires and shit. That was a little much. I'll say that was probably a negative in my camp.
Yeah, it's a negative in mine too, because it's just kind of like the fights so far in the movie have been all kind of grounded to a point, you know, and then all of a sudden it's Crouching Tiger again. Like what? But all right. Let me hold on 1 second here. There we go. 64 badasses are watching tonight because of all the awesome guests. So thanks again, guests, for showing up, and everybody for watching. You guys rock. All right. So now it's my turn. I hated it. No, I'm just kidding. So here we go. All right. All the pop music in this movie made me want to kill myself. The end credits rap song from Jaden Smith made me want to kill myself. Thank God at the end of the tournament, we had some fucking AC/DC show up. I was like, oh my God, thank God, something. Sorry, I had to get that off my chest. All right, here we go. Let's get into it here. Now, believe it or not, I have to agree with you guys, especially Rob. Jaden, I was expecting cringe with his acting and his character in this movie. I was expecting cringe the entire movie. I was expecting wanting to see Jackie kick him off the cliff or kick him off of the Great Wall. Like I was expecting cringe. However, again, as Rob mentioned earlier, very solid performances.
Yeah,
from him. Very solid. You know, he's young, he's still learning, but very solid. I mean, even though he was off and on, like Rob said, at least there was effort there. And the good news is you got a kid who is trying, which we can give him credit for.
Yeah, he's young.
And the writing for the kid didn't make him annoying and insufferable, because you guys know me by now. An annoying kid will ruin the fucking movie for me. Just watch my Peninsula rant. Okay? All right? That will ruin. Yeah, Master Chaos, you know what's going on. Yeah. So, yeah, it will ruin it. But luckily, I was perfectly fine. And I have to give Jaden some credit. This Jaden at this point in his career, not Jaden now, but I have to give him some credit for a lot of effort and the martial arts training and him showing the athleticism he had. I can't do the splits like that. I can't do that. That'll be a bad day for PhatSamuraiGuy.
That's legit, man. He was training for months before the movie even started. I saw behind the footage. Motherfucker was doing flips. This guy became a martial artist overnight. I didn't see Ralph Macchio doing that shit. I'm saying.
Yeah, but that would have been another pet peeve of mine if the lead was annoying or if the lead was horrible at doing the fight scenes or whatnot. That would really been just completely ruined it for me. But however, he was very athletic, and he put effort into the fight scenes, put effort into the training, put effort into his performance. So I can't really bash Jaden. Really can't.
His dad might be right there over his shoulder, say, "Hey, you better be good, man. You only get chances, and Hollywood's gonna kick you the fuck to the curb. I gave you, Pursuit of Happiness. We got this, and we got that, whatever, After Earth movie, man, bro. You better bring it. Come on, man. You ain't going nowhere."
Yeah.
And he's probably sitting there going, "Fuck, I want to make my daddy happy."
That's why he's fucked up now. That's absolutely why that happened. They gave him a lot of leeway and they gave him a lot of pressure, and the poor guy cracked. That's what happens, man. That's you see that with young Hollywood all over the place, man. It sucks.
Yeah. But I have to give him credit. Even though I wanted to easily dismiss him, and that was one of the reasons why I didn't even want to watch this movie for years, was because of him. I have to give him credit. He was very solid in the performances, and he very agile and athletic, and was very, it's not anybody can just jump in there and do a fight scene with Jackie Chan. You know what I'm saying? It's Jackie Chan. He's the legend. And let's talk a little bit about Jackie Chan. Again, what Eric was talking about earlier with the little Easter egg, of him, him trying to do the catch the fly with the chopsticks. And it's like, nope. Nope. But Jackie was great. I don't know. Even though Smith's acting and performance was solid, I don't know if I would have liked the movie as much if Jackie was not in it and they casted somebody else. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it was some generic.
That's a good question for chat too. If it was anybody else beyond Jaden Smith, I mean, I can't even think who it could have been. but maybe just some no-name kid. You know, Jonathan Brandis and Sidekicks. You know, maybe something like that. Like some no kid that came out and be like, "Oh shit, he is Avatar for everybody." I wonder if it wasn't Jaden, if people would have loved it more.
It's possible. It is possible, but I don't think no one really hated Jaden like they do now back then. I'm sure they probably thought he was cute and adorable. You know, I remember when at work, people that seen the movie and told me about it, I was like, "Really? You want to go see that movie?" You know, and it was all positive though. They were like, "No, don't hate. It's actually really good." I was like, "Really?" But I dismissed it. Again, Master Chaos had to do the Jedi mind trick to get me to watch it after all these years later. But yeah, Jackie Chan fans, there is something for you here. You know, his style of fight choreography was fun to watch. You know, he did very well because he's a legend. He's been doing it for years. You know, he could do this kind of Jackie Chan could do this kind of stuff in his sleep.
Yeah.
Do you think he signed on to this movie for that dramatic scene? Because you know him, always wanted to do that dramatic stuff. Do you think he signed on to the movie just for him to play that, you know, down and, you know, that really down, you know, kind of person and shit?
I mean, I could be wrong, but I would say no, because to the mainstream audience over here in America, this is something new for them. But me and Eric have seen him act in dramatic roles. You know,
no, I have too. But like, that was like one of the main reasons they said, "Oh, it's an American movie. Maybe they'll see me do some dramatic shit." And
that's possible, actually, because what was that movie you just held up?
Oh, Spy Next Door.
Yeah, so you might actually be onto something there, Brendan.
That movie, okay, guys? He has.
Hey, yo, the tuxedo was okay too, buttholes.
But yeah, you're probably onto something in that aspect. Yeah, probably for an American movie release, probably yeah.
I'll say in the behind the scenes, he mentions that he's a fan of the original. I don't know if that's just promo talk. Oh, I love the original. But he said, I really love the original, and this was a chance for me to bring, you know, traditional Kung Fu, you know, and sort of shine a light on it. So maybe that was the case. Most likely it was also money, but, you know.
Probably a combination of the three, you know. But thank God for us viewers, he's a part of this project. And he was the glue. He was the glue, in my opinion, that kind of kept the movie going.
And what was it? Why did he keep calling Dre Saw Dre or whatever? What the hell was he doing? What was he trying to say?
Little Dre.
Shout Dre, Little Dre.
Oh, that's what he was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. For a while, I'm like, what the Saw Dre? Oh, okay. What the fuck?
Yeah, what's the modern day Daniel-san?
Yeah.
Is what that was.
Right.
Okay.
And the whole, and you know, back to the training sequences, the whole take the coat off, put the coat back on. Yeah, that could have been trimmed down, but watching it in the movie was a lot more tolerable than 11 years ago watching the trailer for it. So come on, guys, be honest. When you watched the trailer for Karate Kid back then in 2010, and you saw put on the coat, come on. Even though it doesn't for a trailer. Does that make you want to put your butt in the seat? No.
No, I think they were trying to convey the message that this is the modern day wax on, wax off.
Like in the movie, it was fine. But in the trailer at the time, that wasn't enough to get me to watch it. However, I agree, I do enjoy the training sequences. I thought they were fun. And Jackie Chan was really, really good in these scenes, man. You just pay attention. You shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up and you pay attention because the master is on set. And I did enjoy all the training sequences in the movie.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
In the movie, there's a training sequence that they do near the lake, and Jackie's got Jaden on those poles. That's the one that he kind of like holds him over the edge of the edge of the dock. Yeah. Now, apparently, in the behind the scenes, it said that was an Easter egg to a famous training sequence in a Jackie movie. Does anybody know what movie that was?
I don't.
They said it was an Easter egg, and Jackie wanted to throw it in as sort of an Easter egg for his fans, that it was something he did in one of his movies. That's the same thing with the poles.
Really?
Yeah.
I should know this. Eric? As a drunken master, Snake and Eagle Shadow? Maybe? That, I'm not sure. I'd have to go back. I just bought those 88 films like you, Chaos, so I got to catch up, man. We'll all be catching up together watching those old school classic movies. But let's get back to it here. So yeah, the training sequences was good, and I don't know. This is probably the best part of the movie for me.
It is. I agree.
Yeah. You know, this is the favorite. When Rob was mentioning earlier, this is my favorite part of the movie. Jackie Chan getting that, got the Oscar bait. Jackie Chan here, but it's a very sad scene. And he and Jaden throughout the whole movie is asking him, like, why do you have a car in your living room? Like, what is going on here?
Right.
And he comes home to him, and then he's destroying the car all after repairing it. And then Jackie breaks down. Very great performance. Best performance in the film. And he breaks down, and he's just like, he tells him, he was driving one night and had an argument with his wife, and his kid was in the back, and it was raining, and the car crashed, and he lost him.
I have a question. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Oh no, go ahead.
It just made me remember when they were going up to the Dragon Well, and he stopped to look at the lady dancing with the cobra. Was that Michelle Yeoh?
No.
It looked just like her. My God, I was like, oh my God, is that Michelle Yeoh's cameo?
That'd be cool. No,
I thought it was. It looked a lot like her.
Yeah, it did.
But yeah, I mean, that scene, it's the best scene in the movie by far. And, he repairs the car every year just to destroy it. They kind of torture himself, and that's how he vents on how he feels like he's failed his family. And it was a very touching scene. And like Rob said, transitioning into the training sequence with the music.
Yeah, and it was nighttime and the lights. It was so nice. It was really nice.
Yeah, and now Jaden's kind of training him and kind of reminding Jackie of what he said earlier, that Kung Fu is everything.
Yeah.
And it was actually a beautiful scene with that sweeping score by James Horner.
Yeah.
James Horner did the soundtrack. It's a beautiful score. Despite all the other pop music in the movie that made me want to kill myself. Well, anyway, the score was great. And it was scenes like this, and it did also help that Jackie and Jaden did have good chemistry as well. Because even you can have Jackie Chan in your movie, but if you have a chemistry with your lead, it doesn't matter.
Right.
But luckily for us, it worked. But it was scenes like that really, I was kind of similar to Rob. I was like, now I'm like invested now. I'm invested in the movie. I'm interested even more now. God damn it. Damn you, movie.
See, it's an important scene, and the fact that everybody reacted to it in the same way is because they did the job right. This was a scene where before they were teacher and student, and now they're father and son. By the end of it, I'll be your son. I need a father, and that's what we get. And it's they don't even say it, but you instinctually know it, and it's really hard for a movie to pull it off, especially a remake, to pull off a wordless scene where so much is expressed. Yeah. And that's amazing. That's just powerful, man. That's movie magic.
Yeah. The only bad thing about him becoming Dre's father is that he didn't get to smash Taraji. You know what I mean? Like, so there's not all benefit there.
To be honest, I was getting a little nervous and scared. Like, I was like, don't give us a forced love relationship out of nowhere.
Yeah, I didn't see. I wasn't too worried about that. I didn't get that vibe that it was going there.
I was just hoping they didn't.
His mom. So
I got you a ticket too, Jackie. I got you a ticket to the play too. Come here. I'm not gonna take no for an answer, Jackie. You don't send that to Jackie. I don't know. They could have. Hollywood could have did something bootleg.
It is Hollywood.
Yeah.
And did you guys see in the credits that it was produced by Will and Jaden Smith?
And Jada Pinkett.
Jaden doing it. Is he just what kind of producing is he doing?
No, he didn't produce it. Jada Smith.
It was Jada Pinkett.
I thought it was his name. Sorry.
No. Yeah, it was. Obviously, his parents produced it. And yes, you're right. It was a vanity project, but that's what's so shocking, that it was actually a heartwarming movie and actually a decent, martial arts movie. So it's a shock.
All right, so now that we have developed the characters, the plot was similar to the first one, but still very well done. Again, what Master Chaos said, the cinematography is beautiful. When we get the tour of China, it's so beautiful. I want to move there. Can we move there?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but
can we get a vacation home there? There you go. Get a vacation home there and visit once in a while. Yeah, beautiful cinematography, great score by James Horner. However, this is a martial arts movie. So let's get to the martial arts aspect of it, at least the fight choreography. Again, like you guys mentioned earlier, the fighting and the choreography was very well done all the way up until we got to the tournament. I was getting annoyed. It was kind of bothering me a little bit. Again, going back to what Eric said, because here's my line. Here's my line right here. If you're gonna cross this line, you're getting the middle fingers, and I'm gonna dismiss your movie. All right. So with bad quick cut editing, the camera was too close sometimes, and sometimes the camera did this, and I'm like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah,
Stop.
it was really bad.
Stop that! Like, I mean, and what was annoying me more about it was because it has already been proven earlier in the movie that Jaden is athletic enough, and that Jaden can handle the fight choreography. So since this has already been shown and already been proven, what the fuck are you doing waving the camera like this? Did you guys, let me ask this question. What the fuck happened to this guy?
Oh yeah.
Can you answer this question?
Oh yeah, he got taken out.
He was the Filipino guy. He's the Filipino guy from the original Karate Kid that made it to the end and got his ass. That's who he represents. Yeah.
I was thinking about that too.
I'm serious. That's really what it is.
I was thinking about that too. Like one badass one who's not with Miyagi. He's separate his own thing until he.
Hey, I think that's why Master Chaos likes this movie so much. Look at his hair.
Yeah. That's
It's all coming together now. This is all set up to promote his haircut.
Yeah, absolutely.
But like he does, the main villain kid does the Macho Man dig it elbow and takes out Hawk. We're gonna call him Hawk just for the movie.
Yeah.
But before that, when they were fighting, there was a scene in that same fight where they kind of went at each other, and all of a sudden Hawk flew across the screen, and I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
So I mean, dude, tone it down. Like the whole everything. Showing Jackie Chan do the fight choreography. Like Master Chaos always mentions earlier, like when we talked before about martial arts movies, have the camera back. Do not have it too close to where, and that's what I was saying. When they go close like that and they do quick cut editing like that, that's usually because the lead doesn't know martial arts and they're struggling. But like I said, Jaden was proven that he can handle the movements of Jackie Chan fight choreography, and he's athletic. So that's what was getting me annoyed. So like I said, here's the line. You cross the line, you done fucked up, and you're getting 0 stars, right? The tournament fight was doing this. It was it was like almost there, not quite there enough to where I dismiss it. It was kind of off and on. Sometimes you could see the fights clearly, and I was okay with that. And then it was like, what the fuck are you doing with this? Stop it.
Right.
Couldn't Jackie Chan give these guys pointers of how to shoot this shit? He was there. Like, dude, what are you guys doing? Like, what is this shit?
It's probably. I wouldn't be surprised if the editor just did what he wanted to do, like behind the scenes. But another issue I have here, again, I'm still, invested in the movie despite getting frustrated once in a while. Another thing, so we have this scene right here. Okay, this scene here, right? Boom, dig it, Macho Man elbow, people's elbow on the leg, fuck up the leg, right? So after this scene, we go back, we go in the back, we have the emotional moment with him and Jackie, right? And I like that scene how he says, I don't want to be afraid anymore. He's like, Jackie's like, why do you want to go back in? And he's like, I'm still going to be afraid if I don't go in there and try. Right. That was a good scene. I like that, right? But what did the doctor say before we had the emotional scene? The doctor looked at the leg and said, he's done. He's done. But Jackie did his magic, right? So he goes out there and limps just in time. Now he's limping. Keep in mind, he's kind of limping in that fight. And then all of a sudden, that builds the drama, right? And then all of a sudden, as soon as they start fighting, Jaden Smith is doing Rey Mysterio super hurricanranas and Frankensteiners and flying all over the place. I'm like, wait a minute, movie, what happened?
That's true. That's true, because if you remember, and this is the advantage, this is why I say the tournament scene in Karate Kid, the original, is far superior. When Danielson came out limping, he was still limping during the fight.
Yes,
he was not just suddenly okay. So that's another aspect of the end fighting. Plus the music, you gotta have you're the best around. And I'm sorry, even for this, it would have made it so much better.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I thought that's why he transitioned to the crane stance, is because he only needed one leg to do it at that point. Because he was really hurting by the end. Because Johnny kept going after the leg during the fight.
Right.
Yeah.
So he was like almost done. So it was like a last desperation move by Daniel.
Yeah.
And I was just really confused. I mean, there was even a scene where he gets kicked and he goes flying off the mat. And then he just runs back up on the mat like he's fine. And then doing all these roundhouse kicks and spinning shit and hurricanranas. I'm like, dude, are you what? And then after he beats the guy, he goes back and he's limping again. I'm like,
yeah.
What, are you Yoda? Are you Yoda from Clone Wars? Attack of the Clones?
I'll say this: I literally just watched that scene with my son like a few hours ago.
Okay.
He limps onto the mat, and there is no more fighting. It's 2-2. So he goes into the Cobra stance, and his weak leg is the one that he kicks the dude with, but he lands on his good leg.
No, this is the fight before the end fight.
No, but that's because he gets hurt. He gets hurt.
Oh, right. No, you're right. It's the finale fight. You're right.
Yeah. So he favors his weak leg is the one that he drags up, so that so that super crazy kick isn't with his bad leg. So you could say he just landed.
Fine.
But
that's fine. But that's after the guy. I mean, that's fine. But before that, he was limping, and the doctor said he was done, and then he's doing Rey Mysterio Frankensteiners. So anyway, I thought that was a little inconsistent. However,
that's not exaggeration. He actually did do a Frankensteiner. Serious, he did do a Frankensteiner.
Right. So here's the move that, even though everyone who enjoyed the movie, I mean, you have to honestly say, okay, I get it. They were trying to go for a big finish to get the audience to jump up, but we didn't need to go Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon here.
Right.
Like all the fights seemed pretty grounded, as much as grounded as you could be, despite Rey Mysterio Frankensteiners. But this was like, I don't. Let's ask. I'll ask you guys. What do you think he could have done here? Besides that, Chaos. I'll ask you.
Like I said.
Oh, it should have been take off the jacket, the whole thing, and then he goes, and then pushes him off the mat.
There you go.
That would have been perfect. You solved it. There you go. You solved it. That would have been perfect.
Actually, I was thinking more like a series of Cobra punches. Like, remember, he essentially learned that by studying and taking in what that lady was doing. So when he was going like this, I'm like, oh, he's gonna lump him up with like Cobra. Like, do you remember? Did you ever see Kill Bill Volume 2 when she's fighting Daryl Hannah's character, and she's in the thing, she's going like this, moving like a cobra, and she's striking her before she takes her eye out?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I thought he was going to do something like that, and to me, that would have been perfect, because if you pay attention to the fighting, he actually does the whole jacket quite a bit in his series of moves and blocks and punches. But if he had ended with an actual Cobra technique that wasn't far-fetched, like that kick, where he's doing a series of punches and moving like a cobra and throwing the guy off balance, I think that would have been perfect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that definitely would have worked. And as a bonus, especially since we're here to see Jackie Chan, the fact that Jaden performed well is a bonus, really. But we came Jackie Chan first and foremost, right? But yes, I understand they cut it, like Master Chaos said, they cut it for time. But for Jackie Chan fans, they really kind of missed out at seeing these two brawl. And it was a brawl.
It was.
Like, this was a long, lengthy fight, like surprisingly. And for Jackie Chan old school fans, yes, he fights with benches.
Yeah.
Him and Yu Wong Iron Monkey fight. They have a bench fight, as well as they're fighting all over the place. And then at some point, he defeats him. No, we're still going. Jackie Chan walks away. We're still going. He gets up and tries to beat him up, and they still fight. And then when he finally gets the drop on him, he's getting ready to finish him. And then Jaden comes over off the mat. And what does he say to him, Chaos? I forgot what he said, but it was the whole no mercy thing. He was repeating it back to Yu Wong's character.
Oh, yeah, he's saying, and it says, "No, Mr. Han." I think that's pretty much it. Just "No, Mr. Han," and then it's like, it's almost sort of like the student is helping the master. But it played false to me. I don't think Jackie would have actually hurt him. I think I was expecting the sort of a callback.
They should have threw that in there for the fans.
I know. Why not?
But yeah, I really wish there was like an extended version with that fight in there, because that was really, really, really a lot of fun.
I think the reason they cut it out though is because they didn't want to overshadow the big ending with the kid winning.
Right.
I think that's why they took it out, which is understandable. But I'm watching it now; it is incredible scene.
Yeah, you probably nailed it right there, Rob. Because if you think about it, if you watch the movie, there was absolutely no reason for bootleg Cobra Kai to bow to Jackie at the end.
Right.
But if you watch the fight, it makes sense why they turned to him and bowed. Yeah. But like I said, these are nitpicks, but I would have loved to have seen that fight in the movie. So, anything else from all of you awesome badasses to say about the movie before we give our verdict? Yes,
I do. There is one other thing that I got to say. I'm not sure if anyone else noticed, but this kind of bothered me. The main villain kid, who was phenomenal in the movie. I loved him. He was a very good villain, very good facial expressions. His goons looked like they were fucking 50 years old.
He did look older. Yeah.
Anyone else notice that? These guys looked old, man. They looked like men.
They looked like they were like early 20s or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like they got left back a couple of times. I thought that was weird. And the other thing too is, while I did love the kung fu and the martial arts, some of the blows that were taken were a little bit exaggerated, like flying across the mat, like you said earlier. In the movie, like when he first meets the bad kid and they get into their first fight and Jaden's getting his butt whipped, he gives him this kick, and this kid just goes flying across the park. And I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah,
Like, I've got into plenty of fights in my heyday, and I'm a beast, and I never sent anyone flying like that. I'm like, even if they weighed 80 pounds soaking wet. So I thought that was a little exaggerated especially when you're doing it with kids. It's one thing you go into an action flick, you see adults doing it, you're like, okay, but to see kids launching each other across the fucking room is a little bit like, okay. And the last thing I will say is, while I always love the original, and this does not beat the original, I would put my money on the Red Fighting Dragons to kick the shit out of Cobra Kai. I will say that.
That's a good question, because I was watching the movie. I'm like, fuck. If Daniel-san went up against Dre, I kind of think Dre would win. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. That Ralph Macchio, no matter what kind of choreography he had, he always looked kind of funny doing martial arts.
Oh man, no, that was a good point too. I did actually like, believe it or not, I like the despite him flying across the screen, like Rob's saying, I like the part of the fight where I like that fight a little bit more than Johnny's, because it was longer and it was more of a beatdown humiliation.
It was.
Than on the beach fight with Ralph was like really short and was like over. I like the part where Jaden finally gets a hit and that kid goes back and then kick flips back up and just knocks him down again. I was like, yo, all right.
You just completely sunned him on that one.
Yeah,
it's like,
I was like, all right, I like that.
You knock his ass down and he got up like it was, like Ralph Macchio, like Daniel-san's punch was a little bitch punch. Like that's something like my daughter punches people like that. And she's 9 years old. So,
I don't know, when you slugged that guy on the soccer field, that was a pretty good throw, though, I thought.
Yeah.
It was a good connect.
Yep.
Oh, man. But, yeah, let's go ahead and give our verdict. And then after that, we could shoot shit and hang out for a little bit, talk to chat, see what chat thinks about the movie. But also, we can talk about if we already know Master Chaos's answer, but we can also go around, too, and think of which one's better, and we know Rob's answer, too. So it'll be just the top three. We'll talk about it, what we think and which one's better overall. Okay. All right. So out of 5, Johnny 5 still alive. Out of 5, what do you give Eric? What do you give Karate Kid 2010? And remember, 3 is average.
Well, I definitely think it's better than average, especially for a remake. Yeah. But I wouldn't go really high with it. I would say it would be something like I'd say like a 3.4.
Okay. All right. Brendan?
I'm gonna give this one. I have to give this one a solid 4.
Okay.
Right here.
Cool.
Showing the things that you guys talked about and everything. But I still thought the little kid that's going after Jaden in this movie is the shit.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
He was better than the main leader or the teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Chaos.
Solid 4.
Awesome.
It's gonna be a 5 for me, man. I mean, if your problem with the movie is Jaden Smith, I get that. You know, if that's your biggest issue, it can't be fixed. But you have to look past certain things. I mean, I guess some people can't detach an actor from a performance or an actor's life from their work. But overall, as a movie, as Jaden Smith, as Dre, as a character, and Jackie as Mr. Han, it's a solid film. It's the kind of movie that, I mean, Kings and Point. I watched to get ready for this. I was watching the original Karate Kid with my son. He's 6 years old, and we watched the first Karate Kid. He liked it. We watched this. At the end of this movie, he was standing up and throwing punches and kicking with the cast. You know, like he got into this one more. Maybe because it was younger kids. Maybe that was it. But this movie spoke to him more than the original. So maybe that's why they make remakes. But a solid 5 for me.
Rob.
Talk about the things I like. That one beautiful scene where both of them was great. The cinematography was fantastic in some aspects. Mainly, obviously, the great scenes going up the China Wall. Jackie Chan was Jackie Chan. I thought Jaden was, like I said, very inconsistent. Sometimes he looked fantastic acting. Some other times I thought he was very dry. There wasn't a whole hell of a lot of character development, even for the main villain, as much as I liked the kid. And there wasn't very much development for his teacher at all. But then again, that's very similar to the original as well. So, with all that, there is one area where I got to take a lot of points away from, and that is the fact that it is not an original story. They did piggyback off the original story, and for that, I got to give it a 3.
Okay, copy that. 3 is not bad.
Yeah. I was thinking 3.5, but I had to take off 0.5 points for not being original.
What is happening right now? What is going on?
You gonna kill me?
My children.
You gonna kill me, Ghostface? Oh, Ghostface!
Oh my God!
Oh my God! Bro,
Dude.
bro. You trying to get me shut down here, bro? Chat, that just happened.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
World class hip hop, baby. World class hip hop.
Here. We'll block the screen here. Hold on a second.
She just waylaid his ass. Wow.
That just happened. We'll block the screen here with some cinematography.
Yeah, cinematography. All right.
Some cinematography because we are fans of cinematography and film.
We are.
We'll just block the screen there for a little bit there.
Man, that poor kid. Put him in a body bag. Yeah.
He's gonna know pain, like the dude from part 3. I rewatched part 3 as well, and I gotta tell you, the final half hour of part 3 is just pure entertainment. I liked it.
All right, Brendan. Thank you. Brendan, you all right? Everything okay?
Hey, it's kids. They do. Shit.
Jeez, man. What movies are you showing them, man?
I ain't showing them. I showing them really
Did your daughter just watch the Kong versus Godzilla versus Kong trailer?
It wasn't Kong, bro.
Those are not my kids. So those kids beat up each other. If they want to beat up each other, it's out of my hands. But they sort of come, feel like they try to kill me.
Oh my God. All right. Well, that kind of caught me off guard there, but we'll get back on track here. All right. So put him in a body bag. Yeah.
Dude, it keeps replaying in my head, and I'm like, she knocked the shit out of him, man. Twice in a row.
Brendan, guess what's going on the best of 2021 now?
Oh, here? Okay.
You have to.
The princess knocks out the Ghostface.
That's going to go on the best of my 2021.
Oh my God. This
Wow.
is what happens.
You see them both go at it sometimes with each other. It's kind of like, oh shit.
Yo, she's Cobra Kai, son.
Yeah.
Cobra Kai. She's got her own dojo.
No, she's Mike Tyson glove sometimes and goes at it with people in the house.
Oh my God. It's like she can hit better than McGregor. This is what chat's saying right now. Lewis giving us the fat bucks here. He said that was worth the donation. Oh my God.
You never know what's going to happen on my end of the world. That's why when people ask me to go live, there's always loud. There's always a lot of weird. There's always craziness going on in this house. People coming in and out. So whenever I go live on my channel, I know everyone's asleep or everyone's like doing something else.
Yeah.
You know, that's why, like Master Chaos, you don't see me like trying to come on your stuff all the time with certain hours of the day. Kind of like things like this happen. Come in and out.
She's just down with the movie Dojo, son. She knows what's up.
She's wearing a
she knows what's up. She rolled up to the movie Dojo. It's like, I got to show everybody my moves. You know what I'm saying? Everybody watching the Dojo.
Or is she Johnny Lawrence? Right, and then you got to teach your nephew. You got to be the Miyagi for him.
That's a good point. She is blonde, so
or you could be Kreese.
Yeah,
or Terry Silver or whatever his name was.
I think Ethan came in here trying to impress Master Chaos because he knows that Scream's one of his favorite movies of all time, but along with me too, was one of my favorite movies. But like he just probably came in going, Master Chaos is here. I gotta put on my Halloween costume.
Well, tell him I enjoyed it. Tell him I hope he's okay, man.
he's okay. His nose is probably broken, but it's okay.
Jeez,
oh my God! All right. So Eric gave it. What'd you give it, Eric? 3.4. 3.4. Brendan gives it a 4. Master Chaos gives it a 5. Rob enjoyed it, but he took some points away, so he gave it a 3. Though it's not a bad rating. I'm gonna give it. I know I was the one who probably hated wanting to watch this. Even last night, Master Chaos, I was holding the Blu-ray disc and I was just like, I don't want to do this right now, man. There's something else I need to do in the house. However, when I got done watching it, PhatSamuraiGuy is going to have to recommend it. There you go. Recommended. Rating, though, I agree with what Rob said because it did feel like the first movie again at some points. And to me, the original will never be topped, despite its flaws. It's got flaws now. And we bitched about, on the Cobra Kai, sessions me, Rob, and Retro Leo has had. There's flaws that we pointed out in the first one. Oh, yeah. But there's so much classic, iconic imagery. And they're just, the Karate Kid spawned off its own genre of movies. And unfortunately, this movie's so well made, and I'm going to give it its props, but it's, in my opinion, it's kind of forgettable. Okay. No one's going to be, which is, as long as it's good and it's well made, at the end of the day, that's all that matters, right? Mm-hmm. But for me, it's kind of forgettable. Like no one's going to be dressing up as the kid at a cosplay or a Halloween party. Okay, everyone's going to be dressing up as Cobra Kai and skeleton outfits. Okay,
that's true.
You know what I mean? Like, and that it's really good. I enjoyed it, but I'm gonna forget about it in a month. I think that's the only knock against it not being original, as what Rob brought up. However, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna give it a 3.5.
Okay.
There you go. I think it's above average. I think I'm being very generous. If the fights were, if the editing of those fights at the end was worse, I would give it probably a 2.
Yeah, because
that stuff bothers me way more than anything else in action movies.
Yeah, because like I said, kind of standing on the shoulders of the original in terms of story, to me was a big deal. And what's worse is you took the best element of that original story and it wasn't even close to good. That ending tournament was a real letdown. So it doesn't replicate that feeling you feel when Daniel wins. And but it's like I said, it would have gone even lower. But that scene with Jackie Chan and Jaden, man, I'm telling you, that is a money shot. That is a stronger scene. To me, that's the best part of the movie. That is a stronger scene, I will say, than what Miyagi and Daniel had in their emotional moment scene. That one to me was definitely stronger. It was so much better.
Oh, I'll tell you later. No, I agree. Lady Fat Blood's over here on the side. She was like, "What?" When we were freaking out earlier because of what happened in Brendan's room, she's like, "What the hell happened earlier?" I'll have to show you the video. But yeah, it's going on the best of 2021. That's all I'm going to say.
Let's just say someone got Mike Tyson's.
Yeah, somebody got knocked out. Somebody got yeah. I'll show you later. I just want to say hi to everyone real quick. Oh, stop being so shy. Look at her. She's adorable.
Oh my God! Oh wait, it's a girl.
That's a girl in real life, okay? That's the thing.
I think we all got flipped off there.
Here's a question now. PSG, your rating is based off of it's not as good as the original. Karate Kid, original, well, I'm saying
that's my opinion after the fact.
Sure. But for example, like let's say the original Karate Kid was a product of its time.
Yeah.
If this movie and the Ralph Macchio movie came out in the same month, let's say this was called Kung Fu Kid and that's still Karate Kid. Yeah, now this is hard. I know because nostalgia is big. It is big for me, so it's hard for me to take my mind out of it.
I don't know if you can do that though.
I was just going to say, I don't know if you can.
That's like putting The Raid against an action movie from the 80s.
Like Beverly Hills Cop. Yeah. I think the reason you can't really do that, but I think I'm sorry. I'm just going to say the reason you can't do that is because if they both came out in the same month in 2010, then you're looking at Beto Martial Arts and the Karate Kid movie as well.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it's kind of hard to tell because it's almost like you got to take that into account. Like there are a lot of aspects of the Karate Kid that would have improved if it was all the same, but you're putting it with modern choreographers, things of that nature. So, I mean, I respect, I will tell you this though, because I know you're a big advocate for the movie. It is not bad at all, not by a stretch of imagination. No. And I do recommend it. Like I said, I gave it that harsh penalty because I do like originality. And I am tired of the reboots or the rehashes, and that does no justice to this movie. I think if they would have taken the time to develop their own original story, it actually might have made it better. Because, like I said, you do have some real, money moments in this movie, and the choreography leading up to the tournament was excellent. I think they fumbled with the end, and I think they fumbled without coming out with their original story. If they had done that, I don't see why this movie wouldn't have been a 4 or 5 potentially, depending on the original story.
I get that.
Right. Yeah, I mean, the good news is at the end of the day, surprisingly, all 3 newbies here enjoyed the movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I did, and I would watch it again, definitely.
Yeah, unfortunately, since I own 3 and 4, I have to buy this now. What were you saying? I was too busy laughing at what happened to Brendan's room earlier. We had the Royal Rumble. Eric, what were you saying about Karate Kid 3?
Oh, I was just saying, I rewatched. The one thing though I'll say is that I haven't seen the original Karate Kid in like 15 years, and I was not expecting it to hold up.
You're fired.
And it movie holds up, man. Like I was really surprised, but I also watched part 2 and 3 just for fun. And part 3, like the first half of 3 is real dodgy, but freaking Thomas Ian Griffith is so freaking entertaining in that movie.
Yes,
oh man, just him and Kreese when Miyagi comes in, they're like party time, and they like bow, and the ending is good. So I actually do kind of like part 3, believe it or not.
He's the saving grace of that movie. He's so having so much fun being evil. It's just I can't help but enjoy at least him in the movie. But yeah, overall, very well done. And how many times have we seen horrible bad remakes? We still seeing them today, right, Master Chaos?
Yeah.
We're still seeing them today. And so the fact that effort was put into this, our lead worked hard. Jackie Chan did his thing. And then we forgot to talk about there were some funny moments. There was some comedy in there too.
Yeah.
But overall, very well done. And it does get a passing grade. But I don't know. For me, everyone's different. I think today's audience will probably gravitate more towards this version than the old one.
The champion has arrived again.
Oh,
wow.
Did you win? So what happened? How you doing, Joker? Look, she got the Joker makeup on and
I was
everything.
gonna say, is
Some people just like to see the
You got
world
the
burn.
champion! The champion has arrived! Did you win your fight? Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that's it. That's all that matters, right, Brendan?
Yeah, I
Well,
guess.
win.
I don't know.
if they make a Scream 6, that could be her audition tape.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, very well done remake. I'm surprised I enjoyed it as much as I did. So let's see here.
Real quick, this is Mei Ling, the girl from the movie. This is her grown up. This is I don't know if it probably might not read well, but that's what she looks like now.
Oh,
Maybe a little bright, but she grew up into a fine young woman. So
yes, I agree.
I don't know what she's doing, if she's still acting, but it's nice to see. I know Jaden is, and look, Jaden has become his own mysterious entity. I read an article once where he wrote it with his sister, and he was talking about.
Is round 2 about to happen?
Uh-oh.
Is round 2 going to happen? She knocked his head off earlier. Yeah.
I read an article.
I guess go. Yeah, I'm the champion.
Do it.
I'm the champion. Say I'm the champion. Uh-oh.
Oh, he's okay. He's okay.
All right, good. Yeah, he's good. All right.
Okay, you okay?
All
right.
All right.
Do you have a ghost face mask behind your?
That's my friend, Mr. Ghostface.
Look, man, check this out. It's the new toy that came out.
Oh, is that from Mecca?
Oh, that's why.
All right, guys. I'll see you guys later. Sorry, I'll talk to you guys later. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks for joining, bro.
Bye, guys.
Appreciate it, man. Until next time. All right. Brendan's going to get me banned from YouTube here. All right. So I'm going back up here. So we got some chat.
A weird kick about transcending nature and like he's become a real hippy dippy kind of kid, which is unfortunate because that torpedoed his career, and also being an After Earth that didn't
that brought him a lot of hate. So we have Oli from VA202 gives it a -5.
That's
Michael,
harsh.
Michael Gonzalez gives it a 3 out of 5.
Okay.
All right. Omegon gives it a 3.2. All right. Goji gives it a 4.5 out of 5. There you go.
Oh, acne.
4. Rhett Haynes gives it a 4. Dog Soldier gives it a 1.0. Brendan Lewis gives it a 5. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. So I will always take the original over this one, but I do agree though that the audience today would gravitate and probably like this new one more than the original, because this new one has Lady Gaga in it. Lady Gaga music, it's got Jaden Smith rapping in the credits, so the audience today would gravitate more than but the fact that we still diehard fans of the old one, the fact that we still gave it props and gave it a pass and enjoyed it, enjoyed it is good. That's a good thing. So
it's great.
All right. So Sexy Sumo, that's I see in the credits there, this guy. So you did not waste your money, my friend, buying the Blu-ray. So I will be returning it to you. At first, I didn't even want to touch it. I thought it was evil. I thought it was from Satan. But after watching the movie, I'll give it back, my friend. You did not waste your money. Oli from VA says, press the button for Acnol, Rob. LOL.
Press the button. Oh, you won't be able to hear it here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's talking about my soundboard. I have a button for certain people who don't need their Wheaties when they enter chat.
Christopher Gupton gives it a 3.5. Goodfella says Jackie Chan was pretty good in it, though. Dallas Cowboys gives it a 2.5. So pretty mixed, but majority positive, though. Looks like chat is coming in. Majority positive.
Great.
So, let's see here. out of all of the original 4, yeah, I'm even throwing the 4th one in there, Chaos. Which one's your favorite?
Of the Karate Kid movies?
Yeah, of the original 4.
Oh, well, the first one. Well, I really like part 2. Ah, man, it's tough.
Right.
Part 2 is the best one.
I'm gonna. I haven't seen part 2 in a while, but I'm gonna edge it into. I'm gonna say part 2 is my favorite, only because it almost has the same feeling as the remake, because it talks about some of the spiritual aspects of martial arts. So probably part 2.
Yeah, it's very weird. I mean, I still love the first one, but it's very weird growing up, kid as a child and teenager and all that. I liked the second one, but I always chose the first one over it because of Cobra Kai.
Yeah,
but as I got older and then rewatching it, like last year after I bought it on Blu-ray because I didn't own it, it's weird. Like the second one squeezes out the first one for me. It's very strange. I was not expecting that. Now, I still love the first one, but I don't know. As an overall movie from beginning to end, I like the second one more. Right. Better end fight too.
Yeah,
with the villain than against Johnny. Even though the one with Johnny was fun. It's all good, Brandon. He's in the credit. He's in the. Hey, we understand, brother. Thanks for stopping by.
It's always loaded over here. You're right.
Eric, did you watch? How many have you watched? Did you watch all 4?
No, just the first 3. I like the first one the best. I just like the story a little bit more. Also, the second one, the beginning is really clunky because it's like, what happened to Allie? Oh, she wrecked my car. What the heck? And then like that's it. It's like,
it's funny. They actually retcon that.
They
retcon that on the show.
Yeah, they did.
By the way. But yeah, it's clunky in the beginning. It's almost like they rushed. All right, we got to hurry up and do the sequel. But yeah, I think what makes me like 2 more was was way more believable love interest than Allie.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, that's a big thing. Yeah.
Rewatching the first one, Allie was annoying me. Like when I was a kid, I was like, "Ooh, Allie makes me feel funny," right? When I was a kid. But now I'm a grown ass man, and I'm like watching it now. I'm like, "Shut the fuck up! We need to face this, Johnny. We talk about we. You talking about we? Are you the one getting your ass beat and thrown off the cliff with your bike? We need to get over this. Go back to your rich mansion. Go back to your mansion, and we'll see you 30 years later in the sequel where you save the world, or in the show where you save the world. We'll see you later."
Oh man.
Yeah, Kumiko is way better.
It'd be funny if in 30 years we have a Cobra Kai movie and it's the characters from the TV show grown up.
Wow.
Anything could happen, right? Who knows? Who knows?
That would be hilarious.
I mean, who knows how the show's going to end up? Who knows where the hell they're going to go in the next season? Is Robbie going to turn good again? Who the fuck knows, man? I mean, when Hawk switched over, that blew my mind. I'm sorry, that blew my mind. I never would have expected that to happen. But
I said when we reviewed it, I was like, because I love Hawk. He's one of my favorite. He's probably my favorite character. And it was nice to see him go back, but I thought it was a little bit of a whiplash considering he broke his arm 2 episodes ago or so. So it's like, okay, but I'll roll with it. Why not? I'll roll with it.
Yeah.
At least it's kind of good intentions that you let go little things.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. And it did feel a little rushed to me, but at least the show leading up to that point had moments where Hawk was like, he would do those looks.
Though, yeah, that did help. That did help the transition.
But do we know? I know season 4 obviously has been greenlit. It's probably what next year or year after? Probably next year, right?
Let me see. Yeah, probably either early next year, probably earliest late this year. I mean, it's such a hot commodity now. I think that they'll probably want to strike while the iron's hot. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get it in the fall.
Right.
Maybe, but then you're still dealing with COVID, and that slows down everything.
Yeah, it's true. Hopefully, we won't be dealing with it by the time spring rolls around.
Yeah. I guess they can prep it online, and then if the scripts are ready, then they can shoot over the summer. Who knows?
Yeah,
it could be. And But yeah, I think Rob, we should add Chaos and Eric with the next season discussion.
Oh, I agree 100%. The more the merrier.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun. Any other rumors of remakes that thank God has not happened yet of any action or martial arts movies
That haven't happened?
that haven't happened yet? They're just
Well,
still
the Raid.
rumored. Oh, good luck.
I think a new Rush Hour was rumored at some point.
Really?
Yeah.
Does anybody remember the show Rush Hour?
No.
I don't remember the show at
There
all.
was a TV show Rush Hour.
Really?
Yes,
Hmm.
and it died very quickly.
Wow.
Really?
It's funny. Eric mentions the Raid remake. You know who'd be good? Jaden Smith. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Hey, don't give Hollywood ideas, man. They'll do it.
Yeah, no.
They will do it. Oh yeah, Eric. Remember we were talking. I was talking to Ray when we reviewed Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Is it really that bad? And Tekken. Well, the lead from Tekken, John Fu, he was like the Jackie Chan type character on the show.
Oh,
But yeah, there was a Rush Hour show, and it was quickly rushed off air. Let's see here. I've been hearing for years, The Warriors was another one. Hopefully they don't do that. When I was talking to my stream yesterday with a really awesome dude, director Ranjit Marwa, he was saying that the Russo brothers were pitching the idea for a Warriors series that can work.
Okay, like the Gang Warriors or something else.
Kind of similar to the video game. For the you're talking about the PS2 game?
Okay, gotcha. All right.
Yeah, that can work. We get the backstory of the characters and we get the backstory of the other gangs.
Yeah.
Like that'll be great. But a movie, it's gonna be dead on arrival.
action in TV form, definitely.
Yeah.
Without
Yeah.
a huge budget.
Right. I don't know.
There's not even any real kind of gang, culture. I mean, as far as I know, like in cinema. So back then, yeah, you could have gangs in movies and people knew gangs. But if you make a gang now, people are gonna, what the fuck is that? I don't think it would play, but I think a show would work.
Yeah. Especially if it's in that time period. Yeah. Because everyone's going to say, where are all these gangs and no one's got guns? What is this?
Right.
Like if it was modern day.
Yeah.
That's the first thing people are going to say. Where all these gangs are fighting each other but without guns? This doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Eric, question for you. Jackie Chan's The Protector. Now, I watched this years and years ago, and I thought it sucked so bad, and it was really boring. I may have watched a weird cut of it. I'm curious if you know if the Chinese cut is better, because it's on 88 Films, and I'm on the fence on whether to buy it or not. But I remember hating the movie and being really bored by it. So do you have a thought on that?
I know I've only seen it one time back in the day, so I didn't see two versions of it. And I remember being a bit underwhelmed by it myself.
Yeah.
I don't remember a lot of details, so I would probably have to actually revisit that one.
Okay.
It doesn't. I own it, so
Okay.
it doesn't make it a great movie.
Okay.
But the extra scenes Jackie added to it were fun. But the end fight was improved because they went back and added shit to it.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So I think they cranked the camera a little bit to make it smooth, a lot smoother and a little bit quicker. But there's one part of the fight where Bill Superfoot Wallace kicks Jackie. Jackie flies back against the fence and then comes off the fence and knocks him out or hits him.
Oh, there you go.
None of that was in the original fight. That fight was kind of boring. So they went back and met up again and tried to make the fight better. If there's a way to watch it for free, I wanted to own it because I wanted it on Blu-ray, because where are we going to find it on Blu-ray, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But for collector's purposes, I would say go ahead. But if there's a way you watch it for free, but it still doesn't make it a great movie. So,
Gotcha. Okay.
And Jackie Chan went back to Hong Kong, and as a fuck you to that director, he made a little movie called Police Story.
Right.
Yeah. And that director saw Police Story and was like, holy fuck, that's who I had in my movie. Yeah, he was blown away.
Yeah, he should be. Worse. Jesus.
Yeah, Police Story is so iconic. And it's like, how many action movies has copied it? Rapid Fire copied it. Tango and Cash copied it. Bad Boys 2 copied it. They had scenes, stunt action scenes lifted straight from Police Story. You know, and it's not a bad thing. It's just an homage. You know, it's like they love the movie.
That's crazy.
Eric, wake up, Eric.
I'm up. I actually have a quick question for Rob. Hey Rob, over the next few months, I know you're going to do a lot of Godzilla stuff. You have any plans of doing any? Because I would like to hear your thoughts on some of like the Japanese ones. You know what I mean? Like maybe do.
Oh yeah.
That would be pretty neat.
You mean like reviews? Yeah, I actually did. Yeah, it's funny because a couple of people have been asking me to like do retrospective reviews, and I'm like, damn, when the 2014 movie was coming out, I did a whole I reviewed all the movies up until that. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't know if people want to see that again. I guess I'll have to take a poll. You know what I mean? Kind of get an idea, because obviously there's a lot of new people, but there's also a lot of like older subs that came back that left when I kind of like, you know, flew the pooch for a while, dealing, you know, with real life stuff, work, stuff like that. Kids got older, so they demanded more attention. You know, and they were young. I just throw them in a car seat, stick a bottle in their mouth, and I could go record.
Right.
But, no, it's horrible. I didn't do that, but close enough. But yeah, man. Yeah, we could. I mean, we could even do something. I know you watch a lot of those movies. I mean, if you ever want to come on the channel, you're more than welcome. We can talk about all the old movies. That'd be great. You know, we can do it like this, like
reviews or something. It doesn't have to be full blown. You know, it could be something like this, or just do thoughts or something.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it definitely. Doing like maybe like a rapid fire review where I don't go into as much detail, but I kind of give it like a reminder. But like, if you guys ever want to do like a panel, because like I said, like I told Preston the other day, I said, yo, you got to come on the stream like this weekend or something, and let's talk about this new movie. So, you know, if he comes on and if you got a moment you want to jump on, man, you're more than welcome anytime.
All right. Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah. I know the audience is eating up. So
5 p.m. Pacific time for me, right, Rob? If I jump on Saturday?
Yeah, but if you can't, you know, if 6 o'clock works better for you, I'll push the stream back. It's a weekend, so it's no big deal.
No, 5 is fine.
Yeah.
So Eric, 5 p.m. Pacific for me, so that would be 8 for you.
Yeah, I'll check my schedule. I'll see what I'm doing.
Yeah, it'll
be fun if you join us, Eric.
Yeah, it'll be either like Friday or Saturday. So you guys just pick a day.
Yeah, I think in general Fridays are better for me, but I don't want you to reschedule your stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh no, I always stream Friday nights at 8. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Friday would work definitely.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, why don't you join him Friday, Eric, and then Rob, me and Lady Fatblood will join you Saturday.
Oh, that's streaming better.
I'm streaming Friday night. I'm on Master Chaos channel first.
Yeah,
at 5 o'clock Pacific.
What are you guys talking about?
Yeah, every Friday I'm starting this. Actually, you inspired me, Preston. Every Friday, 5 p.m. PST. It's called Holly Weird. It'll be an hour show where I don't have a whole bunch of people. It's going to be me and 2 other guests and rotating guests, and we discuss movie news and we just talk about whatever's last week we talked about the new Slimer that was revealed. And crazy shit like that. And this week I've got some really fun stories to talk about. And you guys don't know until I reveal them on the stream. So it's your honest opinions.
Yeah, that sounds like fun. That's right up our alley.
Thanks to you, because you definitely inspired me and to try to do more live. So I appreciate that.
Well, I appreciate you inviting me. But yeah, I'll be on Master Chaos channel chat. So this Friday, if you want to join us, Master Chaos TV. Make sure you go over to his channel and subscribe, as well as Rob from Entertainment Talk Nation, son. Subscribe to his channel. And Eric, the Asian movie enthusiast, all the legends. Make sure you guys subscribe. They have wonderful, amazing content, very knowledgeable. They know their shit. They're not a bunch of posers that are just like, hey, I'm on YouTube. Acting like no, these guys know exactly what they're talking about. They have the knowledge. That's right. That's why I hook up with these dudes, because they, I need the knowledge, because I don't know shit. But anyway,
no, I hooked up with you. I'm the one who reached out to you first, like a fanboy.
Like a fanboy. But yeah, chat tomorrow. I will have Len Kopaczynski, cult film director.
How did you get Len? Because I've only seen bits of his movies, but how did you get Len? Is he on YouTube or something?
Well, I don't know how I came across him. I think I just sent him a friend request, and he was just nice enough to accept it. He didn't have to, because when he was on the Red Letter Media episodes, Those videos, man, those views were huge. And I just kind of sent him a message the other day, a couple of days ago. I was like, hey, you want to come on? It's only going to be for a short amount of time, but yeah, I mean, him popping on because I haven't watched his martial arts movie yet. Because throughout all his movies, he's had martial arts here and there for like his grindhouse type movies and horror.
Yeah.
But this one is just martial arts flick. That's it. And he's the star. Usually he's always co-starring in his movies. So I want to watch it. And I heard it's the Citizen Kane of extremely low budget martial arts movie.
Wow.
Yeah, seriously. Like I heard it's so much fun because it's like a love letter. But it's going to make you want to go out and make your own movie, your own martial arts flick. Like it's got that kind of love to it.
Where can we? Where is it? Where can we find it?
You should be able to buy it on if it's not on Blu-ray on Amazon Prime should have it. I had to buy the actual physical copy through his eBay page.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I got him for a little bit, and we'll just shoot the shit, and we'll talk about his movie, and that'll be tomorrow, guys, at 6 p.m. Pacific time. So Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific, I'll be on Master Chaos channel, and then a little bit later, come back at 7 p.m. Pacific on Friday night. Is it really that bad? Me and Lady Fat Blood are going to be doing it. Is it really that bad? Action Jackson.
Ooh, that's one I haven't seen in a while. Yeah, I'll check that one out.
And Saturday, we're going to try to be on Rob's channel. It shouldn't be an issue, Rob.
All right,
let's down.
Until I promise, I will not bring up Avatar. I promise.
I'm sure you won't, right?
I don't know. I'm kind of getting a kick out of her being tortured every time you bring that up. That's pretty funny, man. It's pretty funny. But chat. Thank you. You guys want to wrap it up? Do you think that's good for today? Or you want to keep talking?
Question. It's called the.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's called the Challenge of the 5 Gauntlets.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. It's free on Prime. I'm gonna watch that shit tonight. It's awesome.
Oh shit. Well, there you go, guys. If you guys want to watch the movie and then join me tomorrow as we talk about it with Len. And I heard it's one of those movies where you want to grab your fucking cell phone. Go out to some park or some hills, grab some swords, and make a kung fu movie. Like it's going to make you want to do that, which is what filmmaking is all about, is having the love for it. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I didn't mean to sound like I'm wrapping it up. But did you guys still want to chat, or is that good enough for today?
I can hang.
Yeah, I can hang for a little while longer. It's only a quarter to 11.
Yeah, I'm good.
So any more? All right, any more, Eric? I know you got orgies late at night with hot supermodels.
Well, every once in a while I need a night off. Tonight's my night off.
Here's another remake. We can throw in all genres now. It doesn't have to be just martial arts or action. So we did hear of the remake of The Raid, which is a joke. We did hear, if they haven't done it by now, you might as well just not even do it. And the Warriors remake, I've been hearing for years they wanted to remake Enter the Dragon.
They better not.
For years.
I'll take personal offense to that.
What? It'll be like Karate Kid. They'll do it correctly, Rob.
Who are you going to put into that role, man? I mean, you talk about Bruce Lee.
Well, I'm trying to remember when this dropped years ago, and they're still talking about it, but nothing's come of it. There was the talk of Jet Li when Jet Li was still kind of popular in America. But still, if they couldn't do it with Jet Li, who the hell are they going to do it with right now? In terms of mainstream American audience, like,
nah.
Who do we have right now?
I got a better idea. Why don't they remake The Last Dragon with Jaden Smith?
Yeah.
That's a horrible idea.
But you know what? If they lean into the cheese, it could work. It could really be a fun movie. Like just like
you need Show Enough.
Well, get him back in there. He's
Busta Rhymes to play him. You ever seen that music video?
I did. I know.
Yeah.
Busta Rhymes or Booker T.
Yeah, there you go.
Actually, I probably would take Booker T because I'm still mad at Busta Rhymes for all of a sudden pulling martial arts out of his ass to kick Michael Myers' ass.
Oh, I
I'm
love
still
it.
mad about that. I'm still mad about that.
Oh, that's right. He was in Halloween, wasn't he?
And out of nowhere, because he likes kung fu movies, he was able to do martial arts and staff fighting out of nowhere and kick Michael Myers' ass. Busta Rhymes, the idiot who set up the fucking game or the reality show that got people killed, that guy beat Michael Myers. Yeah, and they wonder why the franchise died after that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Shonoff is dead, Master Chaos. He passed away. Yeah, unfortunately.
Get Sam Jackson in there. Perfect.
He's in everything else, so why not?
We better make sure we get that stunt double to do martial arts with Sam.
Sure.
Oh God, the Last Dragon remake. What other remake rumors have you heard out there?
That are
just rumors now.
Trying to think, because I
genre.
had a whole list of them. I had a whole list of them once. I was doing a video about it because I'm so freaking tired of them, of all the remakes. Because 9 times out of 10 they're just not good. It's very rare that you find a good remake out there. Let me see here.
Did you guys see the Tomb Raider remake with Alicia Vikander? That was a really good movie. I like it.
That was solid. That was probably one of the better video game movies we had in years.
Absolutely.
It was a very solid movie.
Yeah.
There's sequel in that, right? Chaos?
There is. Yeah, actually, we're going to be talking about that on Friday.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Chad is asking about Wet Movie. He had his niece and nephew were having a punch out, and he had to go referee. So
yeah. This is one I remember. Big Trouble in Little China, which to me is
The Rock, right?
Yeah. That's what I'm hearing. Oh. Yeah, Dwayne Johnson is set to headline the film, which is being penned by Ashley Miller and Zach Stentz. Johnson has already said that he wants John Carpenter involved in the project in some capacity, so that's good. It's still in the writing, though, so it's still in the writing stages.
Is it in the Big Trouble in Little China universe, and The Rock is not Jack Burton, or he is Jack Burton?
I think he's Jack.
It's too early to tell, but I think they're going with a complete remake of the original.
Oh, God.
Yeah. The whole point of Jack Burton is that he's cocky, but he's kind of useless at times. Most of the time.
I love Big Trouble in Little China. It's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
Is he going to be able? Is The Rock going to be able to step back and be like, "I'll let some other guy kick butt"?
I doubt it. I know. That ego is bigger than his biceps by far. Seriously.
It's like the sidekick was the hero in the original.
Yeah.
He was badass. Of course, everybody knows Blade. Obviously, that's on the way.
Fingers crossed.
With Mashahara Ali.
Good actor.
So Bloodsport. No Jean-Claude Van Damme in a Bloodsport. Yeah, I don't like that.
Wait a minute. It's not Lady Bloodsport, is it?
No. The only way you could pull that off is by making her watch Avatar first.
No, it's Lady Blood Fight. There's a female version of Bloodsport out there called Lady Blood Fight.
Oh.
You're not kidding. I don't know if it's any good, but I might be wrong. But I could have sworn it was a tournament. It was called Lady Blood Fight. I don't know if it was any good though. But yeah, go ahead, Rob.
Robert Mark Carmen and the co-writer of Taken 2 have been working on the script. Philip Noyce, Clear and Present Danger, Rabbit Proof Fence had at one stage signed on to direct. It's still in the works, as we understand it, and the plan is apparently for the film that's more character driven than the original. Progress has been very slow on this one. So let me see more notable ones here.
Wow.
Cliffhanger.
Oh man, that's an underrated Stallone movie. I love that movie.
I haven't seen it. I've never seen it. Yeah,
it's been a while since I've seen Cliffhanger, but I remember enjoying it. But it's been a long while.
Yeah, that's in the works. Let me see what else here. It's dumbass movies that need no remake, like Clueless, The Craft. The Crow, of course, but they've been remaking The Crow for the longest time.
The Craft did get a remake, actually, Craft Legacy, which is apparently a backdoor sequel, but I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah, so apparently they're doing another one. The Crow, which they shouldn't even touch that. I don't know why they keep going back to that. Cube, which is a very good movie.
Cube?
Yeah,
That was a good movie.
that is a good movie. We'll see if they can manage that.
Yeah.
Let me see what else. Dune, of course, we know that's coming out later this year. Dungeons and Dragons, I know about that one. Escape from New York, I've heard of that too. That they're redoing that. Fantastic Voyage, I think that's coming out soon. Actually, why do I remember seeing something regarding that? Oh no! Don't do it! Don't do it! Firestarter.
Ooh.
No, I love that movie. You ever seen Firestarter? Oh man, with young Drew Barrymore.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Amazing.
don't do it. It's a good movie.
Yeah. Well, Firestar's been remade already.
Wait, what's going on? What's happening?
Uh-oh.
Oh God, he's sinking down in the chair. No, Rob, come back to us. Rob, come back.
Flight of the Navigator.
What?
I love that movie.
No. Oh no.
Oh, that reminds me. Last Starfighter is another one that they're talking about remaking.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Masters of the Universe is another one.
What was that?
Masters of the Universe.
Yeah.
I don't mind because we're waiting for a good Masters of the Universe movie, so I don't mind.
Hey, I still like that 80s one.
I still like the 80s one.
I
Yeah.
still like the 80s one, actually. I'm actually, that's one of my guilty pleasures, right, Eric?
But not
We like
Flight
the
of
80s
the
one.
Navigator. Flash Gordon.
Hmm.
Oh man, they shouldn't do that either.
Oh,
The
Flash
Fly.
get out of here! You
They
can't
should
remake.
remake. They've already done it. Didn't they do it once already? I thought
Yeah.
they've done it once.
Yeah.
Friday the 13th, that's
Again?
it's not even a headline. The Fugitive. I think that one's coming soon too. That one I heard of that one. Green Lantern. Oh, they can't do this. Don't remake the Gremlins.
But
Yeah,
y'all
I
see
heard a
that.
rumor.
It should have high freaking quality if you want me to buy that.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I heard it was a part 3, not a remake, but who knows?
Yeah. Highlander.
CGI Gremlins.
Yep. Highlander is on the list.
Okay, that's fine.
Man, we've been doing Highlander for the past 58 years. Lionheart 2. Somebody said in the chat right now, Lionheart 2 is coming? What?
Direct to video, if anything.
The Howling. Invasion of the Body Snatchers again.
Good luck. Good luck topping
Jesus.
the 78 film, fellas. Good luck to
Yeah.
you.
We already know about The Little Mermaid.
Totally agree with you on that one.
Little Shop of Horrors, they shouldn't do that. Little Shop of Horrors is
Again?
classic.
Okay.
I know. That was the second one. Oh no, they can't. This is sacrilege. You cannot remake Major League.
Oh,
my God. Oh, this is no.
Fat Blood is not going to like this.
This baseball comedy from '89 is currently under discussion for a reboot. Morgan Creek Productions has held on to the rights on this one, despite looking to sell most of their other properties. The original had Charlie Sheen and Wesley Snipes in the cast and quadrupled its tiny $11 million budget. On behalf of our Cleveland-based staff members, let's hope they keep this one based in the land too. Yeah, I don't want that to come back. Masters of the Universe, as you said. Oh no, don't do this. Not like this. Not like this. Do not redo Memento. That is a great movie. It's such a good movie.
wait. How do you
That's
remake Memento?
That's my favorite Nolan movie.
Maybe everybody should just watch it instead of seeing it. And
Yeah.
No, Nolan would shut that down. There's no way. He's got enough clout that he could stop any studio from going forward with that. There's no way.
And Bad Pictures who had bankroll. Yeah, but it's like it depends on whose studio has the rights to it. You know what I mean?
Sure, but if it's a his idea, unless he signed a contract early on, then he's
It
fucked.
is. It is one of his earlier movies before he became a big deal.
Sure.
But it says here though in 2015 they pushed it hard, but it's been slowing down since. Good. Let it die.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. I can't imagine that'll have any traction.
How the fuck are you gonna try and remake The Naked Gun? Nothing can top the original.
Oh no.
Oh, my
That
God.
Liam Neeson?
Yeah, Liam Neeson. What else they have here?
You know how bad that's probably going to be.
Yep.
And the thing is Liam Neeson could do comedy if he wants, but the thing is, like, I just have a bad feeling, like, because those comedies they had raunchy moments. It'd be too offensive. People would be
Twitter would explode.
Yeah.
It would be so offensive to today's audience.
Yeah.
So what are we going to have? A generic, bland, boring Naked Gun movie?
Yeah. How many good comedies even come out? That's my question. How many good comedies come out anymore every year?
None, hardly ever.
I mean,
they're all
don't really hear about them.
Yeah.
And you don't see spoof movies anymore because everybody's worried about making anybody angry, and all those movies do is piss people off. So
yeah. I'm not the biggest horror buff, but I know this has to mean something to somebody here because I've never seen this movie. But Pumpkinhead.
Oh wow! Okay,
you can do that movie. That's fine.
That's an easy one. Sure.
I will give it the middle finger if Pumpkinhead CGI the whole movie.
Oh yeah.
Because that was a real motherfucking costume walking around. That thing is freaky looking.
Yeah, 8 feet, man.
Yeah, that was.
Now, what if they did that and then upped the gore in the new one? It could work in theory, but I'm just saying.
That was my issue with the original Pumpkinhead. Was you have one of the greatest creature designs ever from Stan Winston, but it felt like a soft R.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wanted him to crush people's heads. I wanted but it's very, very soft. It's a good creature feature. Mm-hmm. It's a good creature feature, but Hollywood, dude, they're gonna CGI it, bro.
Yeah,
unless they're smart and they do both.
Yeah, a little bit of practical effects mixed in with CGI. I'm not against that.
And the crazy thing is, CG is way more expensive. Like they say, it's cheaper, but it takes more manpower than building a fucking suit, and it looks better. And those movies, the reason they have staying power is because it looks real.
Yeah.
Better, you know?
Yeah, very true.
That was creepy. That thing just walking around the kitchen and shit.
Yeah.
I was like, I'd probably shit the bed if I saw that in real life, walking around the kitchen. Ooh, what's that noise in the kitchen? Oh, fuck, it's Pumpkinhead. We're dead.
Oh, God. Yeah.
I never seen it. I guess check it out one day. Oh, come on, you can't redo. They got Roadhouse on this list, man.
Get out of here.
I love Roadhouse. Love Roadhouse.
I remember. Wait, is that the one like they mentioned years ago, and they were like, "Oh, Ronda Rousey's going to be the star." I may have heard that.
Yes, I think that is it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And no one cares about her now, so that project is dead.
She retired on top.
Yeah, she should have.
Yeah,
right when she got knocked out, that was the end.
Yep. I heard about this one here too, Scarface, but they shouldn't touch that. Scarface. Oh my God.
Technically, Scarface is a remake. So
this is the one that I know for a fact is gonna fucking bother everybody.
Okay.
Nobody wants this remade. She's all that.
Yes, finally.
I mean, come on now. That's such a good movie. When she's walking down the stairs, you know what I'm saying? Kiss me. I know you are.
Wow.
Oh my God. Short Circuit's on this list. Number 25.
I heard about
Oh wow, that one would be really offensive if they kept all the characters in those movies.
I know. Now this one does actually need a remake because I think he needs more justice done to him, and that's Spawn.
Okay.
Spawn. I'm okay with that.
I'll give you that.
Well, I'm okay with it too. But me and Ranjit were talking yesterday about it a little bit, and when you have Michael Jai White basically coming out in a recent interview saying that Todd McFarlane approached him with his ideas for Spawn, and Michael Jai White was like, "Good luck with that." That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign because I'm sure we all wanted to see a Spawn I'm sure we all wanted to see Spawn in a new movie, but he's just missed and you barely see him. Isn't that what you want to see? Right?
You know, I gotta be honest.
Hear about that.
I gotta be honest.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say real quick that I think Todd McFarlane needs to cash in because the relevancy, especially his relevancy, is starting to dive.
True.
Yes.
Like he's living off of Spawn way too long. Cash it in, okay? Get somebody involved that's going to, because he's trying to do it all himself. And dude, you're wasting so much time, and people after a while they're not going to care because people still want a Spawn movie, and before you know, man, people are going to be like, you know what, I'm done, and they're not going to care anymore.
Yeah.
Can you imagine these special effects that we have now, but for Spawn? That could be insane. That could be so cool.
Yeah.
But if we're following the cops, it's weird. It's like a detective story. We're following Sam and Twitch, I guess, or maybe Twitch. I think Twitch is supposed to be played by Jeremy Renner. We're following him the whole movie, and then once in a while, he's investigating these murders. But once in a while, you'll see Spawn come in and out of the darkness, or you'll see him kill people, and that's the movie. I'm like, I don't think I'll see that.
That's weird.
Maybe a TV show, kind of like Gotham or some shit. Like if it's like a TV series and you want to do that,
that animated series on HBO is fantastic.
Dude,
I still have those on DVD.
Just do the animated show as a movie with good special effects. You're done.
True.
You're set. That's all you got to do. And Jamie Foxx as Al Simmons, really? Like Jamie Foxx, he's a good actor, but as Spawn, like it's bad enough. We've seen him as Electro. That was already hard enough.
That was so bad. Oh God.
You know.
Yeah. So, no, we can't. No.
He's supposed to be the rumor to play Spawn.
I think the guy from Luke Cage would be good. He's got a deep voice too. The guy who played Luke Cage on the Netflix series, I think he'd do well.
Yeah.
I don't know his name at the moment, but he'd be.
Or the guy who played Black Manta and Aquaman. That actor.
Him too. He's also really good.
He's in everything. Maybe. That's
but then
everybody on chat is mentioning Goonies. Here's a question for everybody. What if, instead of a Goonies remake or a Goonies Part 2, what if we get a Cobra Kai style Goonies TV series? What do you guys think about that? Where it's like everybody is they're grown up and everybody's back, but they go on every season. They go on a treasure hunt or some shit. What do you guys think of that?
That's what I was just gonna say. That they would have to do something like that, and I don't know if you can pull that out. Like, how many? Yeah, I mean,
wait, the adults are doing it?
Yeah.
Or their kids, right? Or their kids are going on these
kids going, like they have to go rescue kids or whatever, you know.
See, I think the thing of it is you kind of have a Goonies show now. It's called Stranger Things.
True.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously Stranger Things is much scarier, but I think that's I think they could pull it off. They'd have to make it a little bit obviously more lighthearted. But man, it's tough because how do you sell because I love Goonies. It's one of my, God, I love Goonies, and they better not remake the movie. And I would love a TV show just to go back to that.
Yeah. But
when I think about it, I'm like, damn, how would they pull that off and be successful without being redundant every season? Because that's really what the theme of Goonies is, right? Going on like an adventure and, so it's like, it'll be like Stranger Things meets Pirates of the Caribbean. You know what I mean? It may not be a bad mix, but it's a gamble.
It would only work if Chaos writes it.
Hollywood, if you're listening, I'm down. I'm right now.
I'm all for it.
I would love the idea. I'd love to see that world explored. And honestly, with a TV show, you have more room to do that.
Yeah.
So, who knows? Or Monster Squad. I would actually, funny enough, I pitched a Monster Squad remake. I was in the room with some producers, and they were looking to do Monster Squad, and
they should do that.
Yeah, and my manager was like,
I think a TV show would work for that.
Right, but originally it was just going to be a movie, and so they bring me in. I'm like, God, I had a Monster Squad T-shirt. I was like a biggest nerd. I'm a big Monster Squad fan. I think this is how you would do it. And then eventually they didn't go. It didn't go anywhere. But that wasn't the works. A Monster Squad movie, but a TV show, absolutely. But yeah, maybe that is closer to Stranger Things, than a Goonies TV show would be. So I
think the advantage of Monster Squad is you could have I feel like with Stranger Things, and I love that show, but I kind of feel like the monsters, like they've kind of taken I don't want to say a dive, but it's not as compelling as the first season. The monsters, like one of them was a big fucking cloud, basically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like the Mind Flayer was just a big cloud.
Yeah.
I think Monster Squad could pull that off.
If Hollywood gets their way with a Monster Squad movie, I highly doubt we'll have any kids shooting shotguns and blowing people up.
Probably not. No.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Holding up a little girl, bitch. We're not going to have that because they have to be safe.
Increase their age just slightly. That's all. I mean, look at what the kids on Stranger Things are doing. So, like, they're getting killed, and you can pull it off. Look, they got Starship Troopers on their list. They better not touch Starship
Oh,
Troopers.
get out of here with that garbage.
No, man. Starship Troopers is, man.
You mean the movie that technically bombed? Get out of here, Hollywood. Yeah, we're going to remake Starship Troopers. Yeah, get out of here with that garbage.
Leave all of Schumacher's
so
films
good.
alone, right, Samurai Guy?
What's up?
Leave all of Schumacher's films alone, right, Samurai Guy?
You're funny. We got a funny guy here. Hey, no, it's a funny gag. Well, not a gag. It's a funny thing that if you watch the channel long enough, I would botch their names for some reason. I'll be talking about a Paul Verhoeven movie, and all of a sudden I say, "Yeah, well, Joe Schumacher, man." Joe Schumacher movie, and I'm like, "Well, Paul Verhoeven's, The Lost Boys was great." I don't know why I always screw them up. That Daniel Radcliffe with Elijah Wood also. Mm-hmm. I always screw them up when I'm talking about the actor.
They don't look similar though, so that's kind of understandable.
Yeah. So, thoughts on Queen Latifah as Equalizer?
I don't give a fuck.
I thought that was
I really don't.
What's up, Cal? No, go ahead, Rob.
No, I was just saying I don't care. Like it's.
I'm just kind of confused. I'm kind of confused here. So I know this. I heard the second one's not as good as the first. I've only seen the first one. So is there not a third one coming? They said, "Fuck it, we'll just do the show with Queen Latifah," because that makes sense, right?
Sure, that's why exactly. Denzel Washington and Queen Latifah are basically the same person. So
yeah.
I can't wait to see those.
It wasn't bad or anything. It was still pretty good, I thought.
It was all right. Okay.
As good as the first one. I didn't think it was terrible or anything.
Okay.
Well, that's the thing about Denzel. He makes any movie good, even the shitty ones.
Yeah.
I mean, what was that movie? This was actually a good movie. No, it's not Ricochet. Ricochet was good, but there was another one he did that was more like a paranormal. I'm trying to remember the name of it.
Deja Vu or Fallen?
Fallen, that's the one. Yeah. That movie wasn't that great, but he was great in it.
He was.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. He's good. He's a good actor.
Queen Latifah Queen Latifah, she could be intimidating if she wants to. But her helping and assisting the Equalizer on the show I would prefer that. Like if the Equalizer had a team under him, or he had someone, like the Punisher has his Micro, like Daredevil has his, you know what I mean? Like something like that.
Yeah.
As the actual Equalizer? Like, are we going to get gunfights and martial arts in here? Like, I'm kind of confused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Then another movie, and I heard about this one too, and this looks like it's going forward. Zorro Reborn, and this time Zorro is a female.
Wow.
Yeah.
I smell failure in their future.
Because we can't do strong lead women with original stories. We got to take the old ones and just plug them in there. Because you can't do like Aliens. You know what I mean?
That would take too much effort.
Yeah, right. I know, seriously. We have to write.
I'm so confused right now.
Wow.
I'm so confused with Zorro with female. I'm lost.
It doesn't even make sense. Like in terms of the world and the time frame that it's supposed to take place, that wouldn't happen. It wouldn't be a woman. Women back then wouldn't do that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
Can we make Jenga Unchained now?
Sure, why not? Jenga.
Jenga.
I love that song.
I'm surprised we haven't gotten Die Hard with a girl yet, or they at least have idea.
McClane's daughter, right from the fourth movie, she's the badass. We just follow her now.
Right there, you go. Anything will be better than that.
Still confused. You know how confusing that movie's going to be for like the casual audience. They're going to sit down and watch a trailer, and they're going to see this female badass with the mask on and the sword, and it's going to say Zorro. They're going to be like,
yeah, like what? Like Zorro.
All I got to say, it better have the best sword fighting choreography I've ever seen in my life for me to watch that.
That first Banderas film is solid, though, man.
It is.
A good one.
Which one?
First Banderas film that he did.
It's such the sword fights are good. They were filmed well. It's such a fun adventure flick. then unfortunately everyone's forgotten. And it's sad because Martin Campbell, Casino Royale director, directed that, but everyone's forgotten about that. You know, speaking of James Horner scores from Karate Kid, he did the score, great score for Zorro, and we all know what happened. That sequel came out, it was fucking garbage.
Oof.
And again, like I was saying with how I was okay with Jaden and Karate Kid, all I saw in the trailer was the kid doing martial arts and going, I was like, fuck you, I'm out. And I heard Catherine Zeta-Jones and Banderas, like their characters argued and hated each other the whole fucking movie. Like, what the hell happened?
Yep.
Like, no, I'm good. And it, you know, because of the times, they had to add wire fu and shit. I'm like, dude, how do you go from brilliant choreographed sword fights where he's even fighting with 2 swords at one point? How do you go from that to wire fu? What the fuck are you doing? And it failed, and I'm happy that it failed. But I still champion that original. I bought it on 4K, and it's a good movie, man. It still holds up as a great adventure flick. It just sucks everybody forgot about it. But it's all right now because we got Zora coming out.
Zora.
So it's going to be all right.
See, somebody in the chat brought it up. I don't think it's going to be Zorro. I think it'll be Lady Zorro or something like that. They can't call it Zorro and have it be a girl.
They have to rename it.
Yeah.
They have to retitle it.
Vagina Zorro.
Yeah.
Vagina.
Well, somebody in chat did mention that there was a female Zorro in the comics 20 years ago or whatever. But the thing of it is, like, I mean, are you gonna cater a movie to like the 12 people who might have read that? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I don't think there's a whole lot of marketing room there for, you know, like I get it. She's in the comics. If you want to, you want to go by the source material. But
what's she called Zorro in the comics?
I don't know. I never even read Zorro, let alone Lady Zorro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
just change the title, then it might be fine.
Yeah, just make it something like Lady Blade or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Unless it's one of those things where she's disguising herself and still kind of posing as Zorro.
You know, that's probably what it is.
Yeah.
But the title's still going to confuse everybody.
Make your own character and just set it in that time period and make your own movie.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think, call it Lady Blade or whatever. Call it something else, but set your own path. Because look, the people that you're catering to, they're not going to see your fucking movie. We've seen it with the female Ghostbusters. Those people don't go see the movie.
Yeah.
No.
Once. Or maybe they'll Blu-ray down the line, but they won't go. You won't make any money. Make your own movie. Yeah. We love hot chicks kicking ass, but don't try to rape the things that are genuine and twist them around. I think that's what angers a lot of us, at least the people who care about these characters, you know. Sarah
Connor and Ellen Ripley, those are your 2 examples of how to do it right.
Yep.
That's all you have to do.
Yep, that's true.
And I'm going Sarah Connor up to Terminator 2, by the way. I'm not going past that.
Well, there is no Terminator after Terminator 2 as far as I'm concerned.
Story ends there.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys did Dark Fate? Because that's what happens after Terminator 2. You guys have to watch Dark Fate. It's so good, man.
Well, Terminator 3 happened after Terminator 2, and then they're like, no. Genesis happened after Terminator 2, and they're like, no. Dark Fate happened after Terminator 2. So I'm sure the next one they'll
yeah.
Well, back to Zorro. Actually, the more I think about it, what really can make that movie work is if they cast Queen Latifah as Zorro.
Absolutely. Queen Latifah.
Oh man.
Queen Latifah as Zorro. Sold. That's it.
I don't know, man. I heard Ruby Rose has got some time on her hands.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You know what? They would cast her.
Yeah.
She would be the one they would cast.
Yeah.
Yep.
She would definitely be the one.
I'm Zorro, and I love woman.
Yeah. You can't be a girl who likes dude. She's got to like vagina. That's the only way that makes her tough.
Yeah, I know. All this marketing now. Just do it organically. You know, that the best female stories are organic.
Yeah.
You know, they happen organically. So it's like, ugh.
Anybody see that movie with Ben Affleck's ex-wife, Peppermint.
Jennifer
Yeah,
Garner.
we talked about it. Yeah, me and Eric talked about it.
That looked really stupid to me, but is it a good movie or?
It's stupid, but you will like the action in it.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
So, Eric hated it. We differed that night.
Yeah.
But if you can watch it for free, go ahead.
Yeah, okay.
The action, at least the action's violence R-rated, so you will like that.
But do you buy her as like an action hero? Because that's my problem. It's like I couldn't buy her picking up a gun.
Garner's fine. I mean, she does physical roles before.
Yeah.
She's fine.
Problem, yeah.
It's just the script is very rushed. Like they don't even explain in detail how good she is over the past 6 years. Like they don't even show her at a gun range training. Like she just shows up, be able to do John Wick shit out of nowhere.
Wow.
Now, is she good at it? Yeah. Is it fun to watch? Yeah. But
Sexy Sumo says Chris Jenner as Zorro.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh man, that is so good.
There you go. Got a built-in fan base.
We need to get.
But I
I
like what Femme Physique fan said. He says the sword will work when it fits a woman, which is a line from the failed first season of Batwoman. Oh my God, that's good too.
Speaking of Batwoman, I heard the new show with the new replacement. It's like tanking worse than the first season of the first.
Wow.
It's like 20% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Even by critics?
Oh, that I'm not sure. The critics.
I was going to say, I'm sure the critics loved it.
Yeah,
she is so strong and powerful, and she's black. It's like, who gives a fuck? As long as the story has to be good, the character has to be good. You know, race and color don't mean nothing in that regard.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Sexy Sumo, you work tonight, bud? Let us, because we'll bring you in the chat, bro.
Okay, I got the numbers. Batwoman season 2, audience score 20%.
Okay.
Critic score 88%.
Oh,
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
Come on.
I'm serious.
He's fucking, you know, I never used to listen to critics before, but man, these critics are a fucking joke. They can't even pretend to be, you know, just come out and say, look, this is what we like, and that's why we're giving it a high score. Just stop trying to be biased. I mean, stop trying to pretend like you're not being biased.
Right.
God. Oh man. Woketopians of the world unite. Jesus fucking Christ.
You know what season 1 was? Season 1 was 13% audience, 80% critic.
Yeah, of course. Naturally.
This is for the critics.
You've lost your balls. You've lost your balls.
I like that one. Oh man.
Man, now I feel like watching Street Fighter after we're done.
80%.
Oh my God.
And kiss my ass with that one.
Come on, man.
I used to love those CW shows. I used to watch Arrow all the time.
Me too.
Watch The Flash, but they got super like, you know, like identity kind of stuff. You know, like if this person's got to be gay and you know this, and it's like, oh God, you know, I don't have a problem. Obviously, I don't have a problem with all that stuff. My problem is when they shove it down your throat, or if you're watching a show and it doesn't happen organically. A lot of times it feels forced. Right. And that's what I have a problem with. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's just it shouldn't be difficult, but apparently it is to write a good character.
Yeah.
With like a original property with a good character. It's like, come on, writers. Chaos, what are you doing? Come on, save us, save the industry.
I'll speak for my fellow writers only because I know how difficult it is, and they're given mandates. The studio wants, listen, we need a show with a strong female lead, and she has to be a lesbian, and they literally have a checklist of shit. When she needs to do this, and this, and this. Okay, she's got to be a lesbian. She's got to be badass. You know, she's got to be able to express her rights in at least one scene. You know, all that stuff. And so the writer can't be organic and tell a story genuinely because, oh right, I forgot she has to be a lesbian. So she has to kiss this girl.
And that's unfortunate too, because let me tell you something. I wrote a book. You know, it's and my main character in the book is a female. And everything about her in the story is organic. And, you know, some of the people from ETN here can attest because they've read it. these characters, when you what I don't like about these current female characters is that they're not earning whatever powers they get or whatever strength they get in their movie or in their story. And I remember, when I was writing, like I just organically put my character through hell, so that by the end you knew that she earned, and that should go for any character, not just female. That is any character earned, kind of like you take a movie like Iron Man, for example, a Marvel movie, right? Even the very first Iron Man, he has to go to hell before he earns even to respect his own technology, to respect the power he has, and to use it for a good cause. You know what I mean? But he goes through hell, gets trapped in the cave. He, like he's out of his element completely. He makes a friend there. He sees them die, things of that nature. And it's like, that's all you have to do is like take your character, female or male, and make them earn whatever it is they are rewarded with at the end of the story. Yep. And you're right. There's a lot of Hollywood big coons, corporate guys that they want to set a certain narrative before they even give their person a chance to write the story. Yep. And that sucks, man. I ruined so many movies, especially movies that have potential to be so good if they would have gone a different direction with a certain character or a certain narrative within the story. Yeah. Sucks.
I agree. To answer Orlando's question here, stay tuned, my friend, because the next Versus episode we got coming up with me and Eric and maybe some more guests, we're going to have a Versus Femme Fatale Versus episode. Eric, what are the other 2 movies?
I have to remind myself. Oh, here we go. List right here. We talked about it a little while ago. I got a list. So it's
Everly with Selma Hayek. Oh, I know what it is. Everly versus Proud Mary versus Anna.
Right.
That's the 3. So we're going to do a Versus episode. So stay tuned, my friend. And Chaos, if you want in on it, and Rob, let me know.
What are the 2? I'm sorry. What are the 2 movies again?
So it's going to be Selma Hayek's Everly versus
Selma Hayek.
There's the winner right there.
It doesn't matter what she does.
Girls in Proud Mary now.
No, I love Selma Hayek. Oh, she can win on anything. Yeah, if she puts her boobs, mine to it. You know what I mean? She can just win.
Yeah, and Anna with the Luke
interesting.
What's up, Chaos?
That's a very interesting triple feature there. Hannah's a fantastic movie.
Hannah, is that with the little assassin girl?
No.
Yeah.
Anna.
Oh,
Anna. Okay, I thought you said Hannah. Hannah's badass.
Hannah's good. So at the end of it, we'll talk about each movie, what we like, what we didn't like, and then at the end of the video, we will all vote. And sometimes it's fun having more than just 2 people. We got to have 3 in case there's a tiebreaker. We need a tiebreaker. So if you guys are down, just decide. We're going to have two decisions. Which is the better movie of the 3? And for fun, which one's the most entertaining, however? Because sometimes, you never know. Like Proud Mary overall may be the better movie over Everly, but Everly was more entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be kind of fun to bring up 2 votes at the end.
Yeah. So Proud Mary, Everly, and Anna?
Anna, which is supposedly Luc Besson's return to form. He said that. I don't know about everybody else that watched the movie.
When are you guys doing this one? See how much time I have to watch those movies before I...
We're kind of thinking sometime next week, right, Eric? Maybe Thursday?
Whatever.
Let's shoot for Thursday. Next Thursday.
Okay, I'll see if I can get them all under my belt by then.
I have to get back to you. I don't know if I'm busy on Thursday, but I'll let you know.
Yeah, let us know. Same time, 6 p.m.
Did we even pick a movie for Monday? Because I know you were talking about doing something Monday.
So I'm glad you got you here because I forgot I'm doing something with another YouTuber that day.
Okay, that's cool.
I forgot about it.
Stand me up, it's all good,
Get in line, Rob. Get in line, baby.
I'm a busy motherfucker. Get out of here. Come on now.
Oh, did you guys hear that story about Don Rickles and Frank Sinatra? It's a classic Johnny Carson thing where Don Rickles and Frank Sinatra are on the show, and Rickles tells a story where he was at a restaurant and he saw Frank Sinatra sitting at a table. and they knew each other. And Rickles was with a lady, and he goes by. He's like, I got to go to the bathroom. He goes by Sinatra. He's like, hey, could you say hi to me on your way out because I want to look good to the lady. And Sinatra's like, okay, let me just finish my espresso. So Rickles goes back, and Sinatra comes by. He's like, hey, Don, how's it going? Rickles goes, hey, Frank, don't you see I'm busy here? Come on.
Yeah.
He like blew on purpose to me. Yeah.
Wow. That's funny, man.
Oh man,
That's good.
We're gonna have to try to bring it. I just now thought about this. We're probably, since I picked 3 movies, the versus episodes are just supposed to be 2. But since I picked 3, we're gonna need a 4th member to break the tie. Because what if all 3 of us picked the 3 different movies? I don't see that happening, but you never know. So chaos, if just let us know. Keep us posted.
I'll let you know. I have a lot happening next week, but I'll do it if I can make it. I'll let you know early on in the week.
Is Wednesday better?
Well, I've got a live show on Tuesday with someone else, and then because I'm putting on daily content like you are, so it's just there's a lot that I have to put together and edit, and it's lots of moving pieces.
Hey, you're knocking it out of the park though, man. You're kicking ass. Your sub count. Dude, for where it was, dude, it's like blown up huge. I mean, a quick amount of. Did you get 1,000 yet?
I'm not there. I actually just tonight I broke 900. So
all right, yeah.
Oh man, 100 away. That's so close.
Yeah.
Start your channel.
I my channel. If I make it to 1,000 before Valentine's Day, I'm gonna dye my beard hot pink and surprise my wife. So
it's gonna be hilarious. It's gonna be awesome.
So yeah, hopefully it'll happen. I fingers crossed. I'm having a ton of fun. So
yeah.
The first 1,000's the hardest, right?
Yeah, that's what I hear.
It really is. It really is. And getting up to 20, like that last 1,000 from 19 to 20, it took me what, like 2 years, 3 years?
Oh wow.
I'm kind of being facetious because last year I didn't YouTube at all for the whole year because of COVID. Because I was playing substitute teacher, but it's just kind of I laugh because in the last week when I got to 20, like early last week, I'm like, oh man, this is great. Now it's like I didn't even get to enjoy it because like now I'm already like 130 away from 21. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? It took me like 2 years to get to 20. Can I enjoy it? Not that I'm complaining, but it's just kind of funny the way things happen. Like,
Yeah. And same thing with us. Same thing with our channel. It's like it does well, and then it's like a drought of nothing, like no movement forever. Like forever, there's no movement, and then all of a sudden, we get more subscribers now.
Yeah,
but it's like our channel's doing good, and then we just hit limbo for like 5 months. Like there's like nothing happening. But it's all good. It's fun.
Yeah.
I appreciate the subscribers that we have.
Absolutely.
Christopher Gupton's asking, what are you guys' favorite comedies?
I love Hear No Evil with Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor. That movie.
Oh my god, I love that movie.
So good, man.
Don't remake it, Hollywood.
That's such a good movie. Hear No Evil, See No Evil is fantastic.
Oh man.
Eric, you got a favorite one?
I got a
Kung
few.
Fu Hustle.
I like a few. That one's very good. I like Midnight Run with Robert De Niro. Love that movie. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures high on my list.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And I don't know what would be another one. Those are 2 of my big ones though.
Okay.
Oh, I just got a little comment here. Let me blow it up here from Femme Physique fan. Oh, thank you for letting me know about that.
Man,
thank you.
That's
you
awesome.
Guys rock. I thanks all of the chat for probably helping out with that. I'm sure you guys probably seen the reaction video. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. That's awesome. I'll have to post something a little bit later.
That's great.
Let's see here.
Hey Eric, did you see Bill and Ted's 3? I'm curious.
I did.
Did you like it?
I thought it was pretty good, but it was right along the line of part 2, which I thought was also kind of pretty good. I think I'd probably have to watch it again to have a final determination. It was just kind of odd the way that they kind of ended it, but I thought it was all right.
I didn't like it at all story-wise because it guts the first 2 movies. It says, oh, Okay, spoilers for anybody who hasn't seen it.
Okay, hold on. Let me mute you because I haven't seen it yet. Hold on. Well, let me mute myself. I should say turn off my. Go ahead, go for it.
Okay, so the whole thing with Rufus only thought that they were going to save the day, and then maybe they were going to write a song. Like, well, that's bullshit. Part 1 and part 2 were the fact that they did write that song.
Right.
That was established, and then they go around and say, "Oh no, they're not the musicians; it's their daughters."
Yeah, that ending, I didn't like that. Yeah.
No, it's a whole thing. Like, well, the girls have to take
It's not
over.
about the quality of the song. It just happened to be at the right place at the right time.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
I didn't like that.
To me, it completely gutted the entire franchise.
Yeah.
Okay, you're good. You can.
All
come
right,
back.
you're good. You're good, Rob. Come back.
All right, cool. Thank you.
And then they died, and it was crazy. Oh,
Motherfucker.
Wow.
That was good. That was good.
There was a Don Rickles moment there.
That was really good. That caught me off guard. That was good.
Best of the year. Best of the year. It's going on best of the year. That
there you
was
go.
That was
and then,
good.
and then they both came back as two Queen Latifahs.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. That was funny.
Oh, Rob.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't go as hard on the movie as Chaos did, but a lot of people didn't like our review because we weren't as positive as they thought we were going to be.
Yeah.
I will tell you this: don't even bother, bro.
Yeah.
Don't
Don't
even
even
bother.
buy with what?
Don't-
With
Don't
ever?
even bother. Don't even bother. No, don't even bother watching it.
Really?
Don't even bother. Yep, it's not worth your time.
But you know what's going to happen? I'm going to end up watching because that's what you said about Shadow in the Cloud, and I ended up going and I felt like hanging myself afterwards. Because what happened was, well, it's
that was
funny
the
because
trailer reaction. We didn't,
no.
watch
But
our-
what happened? No. Remember, you guys were
Oh.
talking about it. You and Lady were talking about it on stream. You weren't
Okay.
talking spoilers, and
Oh,
then
okay.
you were like, "If you want to know the spoilers, go see our review." And I was like, "Okay, I'm going to hold off on the review because this movie really can't be that bad." And I went and saw it, and I was like, "Wow, it really is this bad." And well, you know what it is? I've never heard you and her hammer a movie so bad. So I was like, "Oh man, really? Like seriously?" I said, "Maybe they're drunk or something. I don't know because I think you guys were drinking that night." I was like, "Nah, they're usually pretty forgiving." Now I'm curious because I like Chloe Grace Moretz. She
Yeah.
makes such horrible movie choices, man. Because she is such a good actress, man. And her and Gerard Butler need to get a new agent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, granted, he did Greenland, and Greenland is
funny, though.
very good. But you know, prior to Greenland, he was kind of on the cusp there of. He kept going back to the Fallen series, which I like for the action junkie in me, but you know, yeah, Shadow in the Cloud was a fucking
Yeah, you mentioned
And,
Chloe Grace's bad choices. Her next movie, she's the human in the Tom and Jerry movie.
Mm.
well, I like Tom and Jerry, so
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
It's gonna be CG, kind
we
of
gotta
like
see. It's gonna be CG. Oh,
What? The Tom and Jerry movie?
I was gonna take my shield off and cover
Oh,
myself
don't do that.
with it, but
Rob, just for shits and giggles, check out the audience. I mean, the critics score for Shadow in the Cloud right now on Rotten Tomatoes. Check it out.
I bet you for the critics, it's huge because it was a very misogynistic, like
You're
in the
gonna be
whole.
surprised. You're gonna be well, not surprised. You're gonna be like, "Yep."
I stayed away. I took your advice, PSG.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
sometimes it's good to just listen to people when they tell you something. Oh, 79%. You've got to be shitting me.
Yep.
What?
79%.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
There's only 16 people on the audience score, which is 31%. Why? Because everybody else didn't see it, and I didn't rate it yet. So, oh man,
Christopher Segupton said, "Look at this."
Almost left me.
my girlfriend wants to left me for showing her Shadow in the Cloud. Thanks, movie.
Sorry to hear that, pal.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh god.
Oh my God.
It can happen.
I mean, if you're gonna watch it, Rob, just watch it for free. Bill and Ted, don't pay for it, man. Like us. So,
Really? Damn.
like,
Let me
if you want to really, really watch it, but I say it's just a kind of a waste of time, dude. But if you're curious,
Yeah, I have been wanting to see it. You know what I
don't
mean?
pay for it.
No.
It has its moments. It has its moments, but
Let me see. What is it going for now on Prime? Bill and Ted Face the Music. Let me see.
it's
here.
pretty free to watch by now.
Well, it's not too bad to rent, $5.99. So it's not horrible for a rental. It's like $70.
Netflix DVD mailing service. It's available on there.
Oh.
Wow.
Subscription.
Damn, it's really that bad. I gotta wait for the shit in the mail. Not even worth. Yeah, damn. Oh, here's a comedy here that I really like. You ever seen UHF?
Oh,
I love
Weird
UHF.
Al.
City.
Oh man, I love
Weird
that.
Al.
Librarian. It's got a ton of good stuff in it.
I love when they're fighting at the end and the guy opens the supply closet and the guys are like, supplies, and then oh man,
You're so stupid.
you're so stupid. A delicious red snapper. I love that movie. Oh, they don't make them like that anymore, man.
That's so
You
good.
gotta love Conan the Librarian, son. Come on.
Yeah.
Don't you know the Dewey Decimal System?
A little overdue.
Hush! Cuts him in half. Don't bring your books back late, man. Oh shit.
And
how about
the Rambo stuff? You gotta love the Rambo stuff too.
well, what about Gandhi? Gandhi 2. You know, I love that. He orders a steak.
Medium rare.
Yeah, I know. Oh my god. It's so funny. That movie is just sick, man.
I love how in the beginning of the Raiders of the Lost Ark, instead of the golden idol, wasn't an Academy Award statue
Something.
that he was trying to unveil and take out. Yeah, classic,
man.
classic stuff. Tino, what's going on, bro? Got a brother showing up. Man, this is your Karate Kid is your movie. You should have been here when we started. So that's it. We all hated it, right, guys? We all hated the movie, right? Come on, you're playing along with me.
Master loves it so much he can't even pretend not to like it.
Yeah, man.
Even I pretended in the opening. I caught everybody with that. Damn, he really hated it that much. I'm like, nah, it was good.
Tino, you're gonna have to watch from the beginning. There you go. There you go. That's your punishment for showing up late.
All right, well, fellas, I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to head out because it's a quarter to 12.
Yeah, actually, it's perfect timing. Actually, all right. Thanks again, my fellow brothers from Other Mutters. Thanks again, you badasses coming out joining the stream, and we'll do some more collabing this week and next week. Hopefully, we can get Chaos in with the Versus series. It'd be great to kick it off even more. And thanks again, chat. We had over 50-something people watching tonight. That's right. You see all these good-looking men and one ugly fat guy, which is me. And don't forget, to tune in tomorrow. We got Len Kobasinski here just for a little while, but we got him here, and we're going to talk a little bit about martial arts movies. All right, guys.
Fantastic.
Until next time, see you guys later.